Oxford High School is the scene as the Uxbridge Spartans get ready to open their 2013 football season against the Oxford Pirates. Hello again, everybody. Rob Finnegan alongside Mark Gallagher. And Mark, new coaching staff, young team, but some returners. We have an exciting game ahead of us tonight.
Yeah, Uxbridge with brand new coach Bob Martellio. Oxford the same, a second-year coach, and of course I don't have his name here. Mike Adams, second-year coach. But you're right, both schools, brand new facility in Uxbridge. We'll see that next week. But Oxford coming off a 1-10 season, Uxbridge coming off a 3-8 season. Both teams looking to get a few growing pains out of the way, get onto a winning track, onto a winning season. But again, young teams, fresh start, new coaching. It's going to be a good one.
We'll see what happens. Some returning Spartans that will recognize. Jake Taporowski, of course, will be calling signals for the Spartans. I know we're going to have Jared Stewart in the backfield, big Mitch Page out there as a wideout, big number 11. And, boy, a little injury, though. Bug has bitten the Spartans already, Mark.
Yeah, unfortunately, Anthony Abate is going to be out, with which turned out hopefully just to be a sprain for the ACL. He'll be out till probably mid-October, 4 weeks, but they will miss him in the middle. That's something that Uxbridge is going to have to look beyond, because it is a young team. They don't have a lot of experience. They did lose, Jared Mansfield was a big all-star last year that they lost, but you're looking at guys, like you said, Tom Flagg, an all-star for Uxbridge last year. So you do have some veteran leadership with the seniors you just mentioned.
Okay, so a cool, clear night here on Friday night, September the 13th, right?
13th.
Friday the 13th. So we'll hope that brings the Spartans some good luck, and we'll be right back to bring you this opening kickoff right after this. Where are we?
Pirate Field.
Okay, from Pirate Field at Oxford, Massachusetts, it's the Uxbridge Spartans varsity football as they prepare to visit the Oxford Pirates. Hello again, everybody. Rob Finnegan, and I'm alongside my broadcast partner, who is large in lore and broadcast and Uxbridge history with the hyphenated names Mark Rashani Gallagher. Mark, Spartan captains out at center field meeting with the Pirate captains. Spartan captains would be Jake Taporowski, who is number 2. Will Page is number 11. Tom Flagg is number 56. Jared Stewart, number 30. And am I missing one? I think there's one other one out there that I haven't gotten.
Tom Flagg,
I got him.
Jake Tapp, Mitchell Page, Jared Stewart.
Okay, I think I got them all. And the Pirate captains who are out there, it looks like it's number 9, who is the quarterback, Tyler Tremblay. Number 53, who is David Burley. He's a right guard. And the other one on the other side is that 31? And that is Kyle Racine. So coin toss has been made, ball up in the air. I'm sorry, Spartans will kick off. Pirates will receive. Spartans are in their road white, orange jerseys, orange pants, orange numerals trimmed in black, and the familiar, of course, Spartan emblem on the side of the helmet, black socks. And the Oxford Pirates are in their dark black uniforms, dark black jerseys, black pants. And I would call those probably red, or is that an orange number, Mark Gallagher? Trimmed in black as well. I'm sorry, trimmed in white. So Oxford Pirates are going to elect to receive. They won the toss. Spartans will kick off. Looks like Spartans were going to move. I think they're going to move left to right across your television screen. We would be remiss if we went much longer and did not point out that this is a production of Uxbridge Community Television and Barry Giles and all the great work he and his staff do. Mark Gallagher, this stuff would not happen without him.
Absolutely, and we thank Barry for making, and Uxbridge Cable Television for making the trip from Uxbridge all the way out here to Oxford to Pirate Field. So we look forward to this season and look forward to this game, and certainly a big game for both of these young teams, Rob.
Okay, great. As we're going to get ready for the honor guard, the color guard is out on the field.
Sophomore Stephen Bouchard and senior Manjeet Gill are tonight's flanking rifle bearers. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand and honor America with hats.
Ladies and gentlemen, we pause to honor our country with our national anthem.
Our national colors and the playing of our national anthem by the Oxford High School Pirate Band.
A familiar Spartan salute across the field with their helmets raised in the air as the Spartans get ready. Mark Gallagher, there's going to be some butterflies out there, probably on both sides.
Yeah, I think both these teams are very excited to get going. I've had the pleasure of seeing a couple different scrimmages. I know the new coaching staff, Bob Montelio, the rest, Jeff Stewart, Russ Wise, both the DeVos, junior and senior, Dan Jr., Dan Senior.
You can never have too many Dan DeVos.
Exactly. So, and you're looking at a team, Rob, that and you can sense the enthusiasm. You can sense the commitment that these kids have made to this team, and it's reflected in that coaching staff. And I think they really bought into it. So we're excited. Uxbridge has a big reason to be excited about football, and especially when next week when they get to that new field too.
All right, so here we are, Oxford's Pirates field. Is it looks like sophomore running back number 3, Cam Stewart, is going to be set to kick off, and he's going to kick it deep, and I'm not sure I can see who the numbers are. It looks like number 7 is one of them. Back deep is Aaron Burke, and also number 3, who is...
Moses Early.
No, I'm sorry. Moses Early, and I don't see it.
I think that looks like 24, which would be...
the running back, Jake Parmenter. Okay. Well, Spartans are going to kick off and move left to right across your television screen. We remind you, this is a production of Uxbridge Community Television. Cam Stewart has his hand in the air as Stewart's set to kick off. And he toes the ball, short squib kick taken by one of the up men, knee down, and he's down immediately, right. He fielded that ball with a knee down and down immediately. And boy, Mark, I got to tell you, I'm going to have a struggle trying to get these numbers on those pirate uniforms. Is it me, or are they hard to read?
Well, it's you.
Yeah, it is. Okay.
I'll be happy to. We'll be able to get those starting lineups going as I know we've got 17 Oliver Sawyer on the end here. We'll have to go through them as we go, Rob.
31, Kyle Racine on the 35.
Okay, the Pirates are quarterbacked by number 9, Tremblay. He comes up to the line of scrimmage. This is their pistol offense. As Tremblay takes and got a pitch it to the near side, and
nice containment.
Running back right there, and I think that was number 24, Palmetier, and brought down immediately right there by big number 56, Tom Flagg at linebacker, senior captain. Nice read right there, Mark.
Yeah, Tom Flagg, again, an all-star last year. Cam Stewart, the sophomore, in on that play as well, and Parmenter. Looks like they sniffed out that pitch. And Uxbridge off to a good start. It's going to be second and about 9.5.
Okay, Tremblay leads the Pirates up to the line of scrimmage and stands in a shotgun formation. They call this their pistol offense, and now comes in motion. Takes turns, snaps, hands off Parmentier, first back through, brought down immediately. I'm sorry, that's number 3 running the ball up there. And for them, Moses Early, right? As Early takes and runs upfield. Gets a yard, maybe 2. Ball's going to be spotted at about, Mark, I'm going to call that the 36, maybe 37-yard line. And 3rd and 8 coming up. Spartan's looking to hold him right here.
Yeah, Tom Flagg again in on that play, and you're right, it's a long 3rd and 8. Be nice for first series in the 2013 season to go out with a 3 and out.
Okay, Sawyer comes to cover the receiver who splits to the bottom of your screen. Number 17, Oliver Sawyer, and now in motion goes Parmentier. And Tremblay's going to roll to the far side, and he's going to try to throw. He's on the run, he's on his feet, and eventually going to be ridden out of bounds after a yard, maybe 2, but well short of the first down. He may have made the 40-yard line, but needed close to the 45 or 46, Mark Gallagher. So far short of the first down, and they're going to have to punt.
Yeah, he ran about 20 yards, but only picked up about 2. So quick 3 and out for Oxford. Uxbridge with number 11 back to receive, and that's Mitchell Page.
Yeah, Mitch Page back to receive the kick for the Spartans. And
7 on the 38-yard
punting for them, and we have a flag thrown here, and I don't know why. There's 2 flags suddenly thrown, and I have no idea what just happened.
Yeah, the referee's signaling something toward Oxford, and Uxbridge applauding it, so not sure. Is it too many men?
It certainly is. It looks like there's 12 men out there, and that's exactly right. As big number 73 comes running off the field, and whether it's him or not, we don't know if he's the extra guy out there, but Ryan Handlin, oops, okay. Standing deep, good snap, punt, kick away, and a dandy. And that's going to be fielded by Page, and Page takes it up the left side. He's on his feet. He's up to midfield and drives just over the midfield stripe and brought down at about the 49-yard line into Pirate territory. Good return, Mark Gallagher.
Yeah, Mitch Page, and we saw that last year, Rob, that Uxbridge really was, special teams were a little shaky, so it's nice to see that aggressiveness already in this first punt reception for Uxbridge, and a good field position right smack dab in the middle. Here we go.
Okay, Spartans huddle around Jake Taparowski, who's the junior quarterback, number 3, and he brings them up to the line of scrimmage. Number 2, right? Taparowski is number 2. My apologies. With 3 backs behind him, and he takes turns, and he's going to hand off to Stewart. Stewart comes up the left side and gets a yard. No, he's up to about maybe 3 yards, as he's all the way down to about the 46-yard line. That's going to bring up a 2nd and about 7. Not a bad run. First play right there over the left side of that offensive line, Mark Gallagher. And Spartans go with no huddle, as Jake Taparowski's back up under center. Jake takes a snap, turns, same play. Here's Stewart as he drives forward, and that's young Cam Stewart as he makes the 45, maybe the 44-yard line. And they're looking at a 3rd down and 3. And Mark Gallagher, we got no huddle here.
Right, yeah. Uxbridge with a quick offense looking to keep Oxford off balance.
Okay, Taparowski takes turns. He's going to try the other side. And this time he's wrestled down in the backfield and brought down right there by the Pirate who bursted through. That's number 40, Mark Gallagher. That is Zach Renahan. And Renahan, the linebacker, sniffed that out right away. Spartans lose a yard, maybe 2, back to the 46-yard line. And now they're faced with 4th down. The Spartans are going to have to punt, and dropping back to punt for them is number 30 for the Spartans. Jared Stewart, right? So the Stewart boys do the kicking, huh? That's great. Good snap. Stewart gets a good kick into the ball. And a fair catch signal for and taken at about the 20-yard line. No, at about the 10-line. Yeah, that's right. I'm sorry, folks. Okay, thank you very much. About the 7 or 8 yard line. We are getting some help from all hands tonight. Mark Gallagher, Spartans, stout defense, held the Pirates 3-0, but then we're unable to get going with that no huddle.
Yeah, that no huddle also meant a quick, unfortunately, a quick 3 and out too. But yeah, you talk about it's a little difficult to read these numbers because the grass, Rob, is about 6 inches long down there. Right. I jokingly asked one of the coaches if they're expecting a heavy running game from Uxbridge, kept that grass long, but I guess I was told that's just the way they cut it.
Well, and you can also look at the field as in midseason form. I guess that's what I would say, as they plant the ball right in the middle of the dirt and about the 7-yard line. Tremblay takes, he turns, pitches it to the near side, on his feet, coming up, and he's wrestled out of bounds and smacked hard out of bounds, but not after he gets about 5 or 6 yards. Taparowski and flag in on the tackle, and the running back there was number 40, who is Renahan, right? Yeah, Zach Renahan. All right, I'll start to get these numbers. Sorry, folks, we got these rosters about literally a minute or 2 right before kickoff, so we'll get them down. We want to get over the Spartan defense, too. And we've done a few of them. Flag, Taparowski's at safety. The linebackers look like Stewart and Flag. Cornerbacks look like Page and Oliver Sawyer. Right. Split to the near side, bottom of the field is the wide receiver, Pickett. And he takes turns, hands off right up the middle, gets a yard, maybe 2, but he's going to be close to that 1st down. He only needed to get out to about... he is short. So they're going to call 3rd and 2. Again, folks, when he's tackled down in front of that Pirate bench, if you will, with all those Pirates standing there, a little tough to see. So 3rd and 2, big play already for the Spartans. Going to try to stop these guys, Mark Gallagher.
Yeah, we got some stats that we'll go over after this play, Rob. Where these teams are going to from last year and where they're looking to improve on. And one of them for Oxford, obviously, is going to be putting points on the board. Keep
your eye on Pickett, that wide receiver who splits to the top of the field, and he's going to throw. Fires to the near side and caught and brought down for a 1st down. But not before he gets 1st down yardage, because he's all the way out to about the 28, 29. And that's a 1st down, probably by 7 or 8 yards, and 1st and 10, ball spotted. I'm going to call that the 29-yard line, Mark Gallagher.
Yeah, and good call because Pickett was targeted. I'm surprised Uxbridge sat back because Tremblay eyeballed him the entire time, and unfortunately Uxbridge was just late getting there.
Okay, so Tremblay out of the shotgun stands there. And now comes in motion and hands it to, no, Jay's going to keep it. And Tremblay's going to keep it and try that left side of the offensive line, right side of the Spartan defense, which we're going to set for you right now, Mark Gallagher. 53 right in there on the tackle is, for the Spartans, is right. Nick Petrillo. I know there's a couple of Petrillo. Dan St. Pierre is in there, number 52, also on the line. Number 10 is in there for the Spartans. Brett Whitlock.
And 36, John Sylvia.
And the 36, John Sylvia, and I think I've gotten them all. Have I missed anybody in there? How about 44 is Thurston Lambert. So Spartan defense looking stout right now as Tremblay comes up out of that same shotgun formation. Motion as always, takes turns. He's going to keep that himself, and he's going to be dragged down in the backfield. Nice play by the Spartans. That looks like that was Jared Stewart, number 30, getting right through there.
30 and 36, Sylvia as well. But yeah, I thought actually they had everybody faked out. If they had gone with that handoff, Tremblay kept it himself and ended up with almost a 4 to 5 yard loss. So you got about a 3rd and 15, Rob.
Okay, Parmentier and Melendez, that number 2, are the ones who keep going in motion behind there. So you got to watch that constant movement. 24 is Parmentier in the backfield, and number 2 is Melendez. So it looks like right now Parmentier is lined up behind Tremblay as Tremblay stands in the shotgun. And he's going to roll to the near side. He's going to throw. He's got time. Fires downfield, and it's caught. It's caught down about the 40-yard line, and that's enough for a first down as they were looking at about a second and about 12, and they got 13, Mark Gallagher. I think they're going to spot that for a first down and do.
Yeah, I mean, Uxbridge has to be aware of where that first down marker is, Rob, because Pickett was sitting right there on that first down where he needed to be. And again, Tremblay rolled out, saw him down there, and nobody for a few yards around for Uxbridge. So that's twice too big for third down conversions for Oxford.
Right. Senior captain Pickett, who's number 21, again, splits to the bottom of your screen as Tremblay stands in the backfield with Melendez now comes in motion. And he takes turns, hands off to the first back through, who keeps his legs moving, and I think that's going to be Parmentier. And he's all the way up to the 46, 47-yard line, and they're inching closer to Spartan territory. That's a great first down run, Mark Gallagher, 7 yards.
Yeah, 2 big third down conversions, and then that running game, we said it before, that Tremblay had held on, and actually that running play would have worked, and here we had it right there. 2nd and 4.
Okay, 2nd down 4. Spartans got to bow their back here as the Pirates are on the move. We're in the first quarter, 3:59:58 remains here in the first quarter, and the Pirates are mounting a pretty impressive drive right now, starting on their own 7-yard line. Okay, Tremblay takes turns, hands off to Melendez, and Melendez is going to get popped and brought down after a yard, maybe 2, depending upon where they spot the forward progress. Brought down up there by number 53 for the Spartans, who is Nick Petrillo.
And Cam Stewart.
And Cam Stewart, number 3. Spartan defense now looking to hold Mark Gallagher, and I'm going to call this 3rd and a long 4, almost 5. Nose of the ball is just on, but I got to call the 46-yard line on the near hash. Again, Pickett splits to the bottom of your screen. Melendez on the top. And in motion, here comes Tremblay, who's going to keep it, and he's going to get wrapped up immediately. Brought down immediately by 3 Spartans. Number 36 led the charge right there, Mark. John Silva. And I think he was also, Tom Flagg, number 56, was also there. And, boy, I wouldn't be surprised if Jake Tapp came all the way up from the safety to be a part of that.
Yeah, I'll tell you, Tom Flagg, we've called it now Sylvia too, 36, but 56 has been all over the place. And they're saying 4th down. Is that accurate over there?
Yes, it is. It is 4th down, and they're going to punt. Jake Tapp is going to drop back, and I can't quite see the number of the punter. Good snap. Ball on the mark. Good kick. Jake Tapp's going to take it. He's going to let it bounce. And Jake runs away from it, and the ball skips down, and that's going to be all the way down about the 15-yard line, Mark Gallagher. And, boy, just wish you would have caught that ball, huh?
Well, I exactly right, Rob. All you got to do is wave that fair catch, and you save yourself 15 yards right there. So that's something we saw Uxbridge struggle with last year. You don't want to see that carry over into this year. And you talk about struggles, Oxford was on a nice move until they crossed over into Spartan territory. Last year, Rob, they only averaged 7.5 points a game on offense. So I know they're looking to do a big upgrade for that offense production this year.
Okay, so Spartans break the huddle and come up to the line of scrimmage, led by Tom Flagg, number 56 at center, Jake Taparowski behind center in a shotgun formation. Spartans went 3 and out, see if they can do better this possession on their 2nd possession. And Jake Tapp's going to throw. Looks to the other side, fires, ball in the air, and that's caught. It looks like it's caught over there by Mitchell Page, who breaks free, and Page gets all the way up to about the 36, 37-yard line before he's eventually wrestled to the ground down there. Was that Sawyer? I'm sorry, number 17. Great job by Oliver Sawyer. My apologies. Number 11, number 17. So I guess that was Sawyer. Nice catch. Okay, at least I pronounced both names right.
You had the one part.
Yeah, I hit the one part. Okay, Teporowski again under center. Spartans up 1st and 10. And Spartans looking smart on this as they are huddling up a little bit. Teporowski's going to throw again. Tap comes to the near side, and this is going to be caught. Caught right there by number 10 as he's wrestled immediately to the ground. And number 10, Mark Gallagher, is Brett Whitlock. Whitlock, nice pattern, just come right over the middle, Mark.
Yeah, 2 nice plays, and again, we talked about it earlier in the game how Uxbridge was trying to throw some off balance. They started with that no huddle, started with the run in their first series. Now, bang bang, 2 pass plays out of the gate.
Okay, Sawyer splits to the top of the screen. Page, bottom of the screen, looks like Cam Stewart in the slot. And it's a high snap, but Teporowski able to get it. Teporowski's got time. Teporowski's going to run to the near side, throw a little quick pass. That's going to be brought down for about a 2-yard loss right there to Brett Whitlock. Same play as before. And the only thing is, Mark Gallagher, those backs can run away from the linebackers, but not when you're pinned against the line or the sideline right there.
Right, yeah. I was wondering if Teporowski might have considered running that ball himself. But you know what? They picked up, I'm surprised, it was about a 3-yard pickup. So now you're looking at about 3rd and long 2.
43-yard line.
3rd and 2, ball spotted 43-yard line near hash as Page Stewart come to the near side of the screen in a slot formation, actually double slot formation with Sawyer, and I think that's Gallagher on the top. I'm not sure. Okay, looks to the near side, fires, and that ball's going to call short. Intended for Oliver, who had broken free but didn't break all the way back to the ball. Some miscommunication. It looked like there Jake Tapp wanted to throw that ball, and look at him, right? Immediately talking to the young receiver. That's a good leadership play by him, Mark Gallagher, trying to show this is what I'm looking for. This is where I need you to be.
Right, yeah, just like we saw with Tom Brady and his younger receivers last night. So I think that I agree with you, Rob. I think it was hit that first down, come back, and just a little miscommunication. But again, young team, and that'll get straightened out.
Hey, Cam Stewart, he's going to get ready to punt, and he does, and he gets off a dandy punt. It's a great punt that he's going to let bounce, and good for him, and it's a great roll. And the Pirates fall victim to the same thing that the Spartans did by not catching the ball, except they lost almost 30 yards. Boy, that ball's about the 7-yard line once again as it rolled all the way down there. Terrific punt by Cam Stewart right there, Mark Gallagher.
Yeah, that law firm of Stewart and Stewart. You've seen them kicking. One does the kickoff, the other punts. They're both in the backfield. So senior and a sophomore. Good production from them, and again, this is a game where you're looking for somebody to get into the red zone from one of these 2 teams.
Right, and proud Papa Jeff A-Team Stewart on the sideline over there coaching, I believe, the offensive coordinator, right?
Yes, and Mom Mo Stewart, one of the co-chairs of the Uxbridge High Booster Club.
With who else is the other chair?
Linda Page.
Linda Page, great. Okay, they take turn handoff right up the middle. I think that's Melendez number 2. We'll get the number when he's unpiled. Big Tom Flag right there on the tackle. Nice play by Tom. Doing a great job on that Spartan defense. Middle of that Spartan defense has done really a terrific job. Kind of opening the holes right there. And I see big number 70 for the Spartans right in the middle, Mark Gallagher. 70.
2nd and 7 on the 9-yard line.
Okay.
Wow.
I'm going to let you do that one. Lucas Canalonga. Lucas, great job. I'm going to have to call you Lucas. My apologies, young man. But you're doing a great job out there on that defensive line, so terrific. Keep it up. Okay, takes turns, hands off near side, and he's going to be smacked immediately. Brought down right there again. Stewart came up from his halfback position, and Mr. Everywhere right now. Tom Flagg is there, number 56, and I don't think there's been many tackles, Mark Gallagher, on the run that he hasn't been in or right there every single time.
The nice thing about Tom Flagg in that linebacker position, and that's the end of the first quarter, but Tom Flagg as a linebacker, his recognition of this offense so far that Oxford is showing has been tremendous. He's everywhere, and he's just his anticipation and recognition has really helped that Uxbridge defense tonight so far, Rob.
Yeah, senior captain Tom Flagg doing a great job. Okay, so we've reached the end of one, at the end of one quarter, and the Uxbridge Spartans and the Oxford Pirates remain scoreless. Break on the field, we're going to take one too. We'll be right back. We remind you this is a production of Uxbridge Community Television. Okay, quickly back to live action as first snap of the second quarter is underway, and it's immediately fumbled, but the Pirates are able to fall on their own fumble and do no harm except lose a yard maybe to Mark Gallagher, and it's second down. I guess they gave him a yard.
It's like 4th down. Yeah, they're punting.
Oh yeah, it is 4th down. That's right. That's right. It is
5-yard line.
Okay, so you're right. 4th and 8, and gets off a short kick, and that's going to be fielded by a fair catch. And the Spartan takes there. Wow, that's very close. I think that was Mitchell Page right there, number 11, who pulled that down. And I'll tell you, Mitch had a lot of courage to stand there, get that arm up in the air, especially with that pirate right in his face, Mark Gallagher. There's got to be a halo, isn't there?
Yeah, Liam Pickett came down, and I thought almost brushed him, and it definitely interfered with that halo zone. But again, a nice play, heads-up play by Mitchell Page. We talked about it earlier, getting that fair catch, keeping that ball deeper in Pirate territory.
Yep. We remind you that our partner and colleague Stu Nye, unable to get with us tonight as he was unable to get out of the makeup trailer in time to make the bus over here to Oxford. So we'll catch Stu next time. Snap, we're going to call delay a game. Flags fly as the Spartans call delay a game. Spartans have pretty consistently come out in this double slot formation with Taparowski in the shotgun, and they have Oliver and Brashani Gallagher on one side and Stewart and Page on the other, with older Jared Stewart in the backfield. So that's the Spartan setup on the backfield and the wide receivers. Okay. Okay, audio back. And Taparowski throws long and deep right in the hands of Sawyer, but a great defensive play. Broken up down there by number 21. I think that's Pickett right there.
Yeah, that was a nice look. You also had down there with Oliver Sawyer was Brent Whitlock, number 10, and he was actually a couple steps ahead of his man. Nice throw by Taparowski, and Pickett just at the last minute got his hand in there.
Okay, we apologize, folks. We had a little technical difficulties. That was not a moment of silence because we were without Stu Nye. That was not. But rather just a little technical difficulty, so we apologize. We're back. 9:41 remains, second quarter. Spartans on the move as they've now advanced the farthest into Pirate territory they have tonight. Taparowski takes turns, hands off to Stewart, who's on his feet, and Stewart drives forward, and he's going to be down inside the 25-yard line. You're right, 24, 23, depending upon where the referee's going to spot that ball. We're going to see he's going to put it right on the 25, so my apologies. Near hash, 25-yard line, great. North and south running right there by Stewart.
Yeah, this drive started with great field position. Here we go, 4th and 2. A big play for Uxbridge.
Spartans need this. Taparowski takes turns, hands off here. Stewart, he's on his feet, and he's got the first down. And
that's going to be close.
No, you're right. He does. Well, they're motioning it. They got it. Wow, that's a quick call, and we'll take it. First down, ball spotted, 23-yard line. Wind the clock. 9:04 remains here in the first half. And the Spartans are on the move. Mark Gallagher, this is an impressive third possession for the Spartans.
Agreed, and you can see they're sort of getting the rust off and getting into a nice flow here with this offensive. I mean, this is two first downs out of this drive.
Okay, three backs in the backfield as their tight formation. He takes turns, and here's Taparowski going to roll out and going to throw. Taparowski on his feet, fires downfield. Ball bounces harmlessly out of bounds as Taparowski was being hounded there. And hounded there, looks like Menendez, number 2, coming in from his safety position on a blitz and came all the way across the field and used his jets to chase down Taparowski and force Taparowski to throw that when there really was no more options left.
Yeah, Taparowski, I mean that play had Oxford going to the right, and he had that whole left side. I would have liked to actually seen him run that. He could have taken that down out of bounds for about a 7-8 yard gain.
Okay, Taparowski stands in the backfield now of Stewart, and he pitches it to Cam Stewart. And Cam is going to try the right side, and he breaks a tackle, but not the second and third, and maybe got a yard. And we're now looking at a long third and got to be 9, Mark Gallagher, as they're just maybe the 24-yard line, and they need to get to the 15-yard line for a first down.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. Cam Stewart just couldn't turn that corner. Give Oxford credit for that containment, not letting that, sealing that edge right there, not letting anybody get by him.
Okay, back to the double slot formation. Sawyer, Gallagher. Top of your screen is Stewart and Page. Jared Stewart stands behind Taparowski in the shotgun. Taparowski back to throw. Good protection. Fires near side. Caught! And that's caught over there by Mitchell Page. And Page is probably around the 10 or the 9-yard line, 4 or 5 yards beyond the first down mark. A great play right there, Mark.
I'll tell you, Rob, we talked about this drive earlier and how they had started with great field position, but you can see the momentum building versus that first quarter and the 2 or 3 possessions they had then. They're starting to look like a finely oiled machine.
Well, good. They came out in that first possession with the no huddle, and I think, frankly, the only persons that they confused perhaps were themselves. Young team, perhaps that'll work down the road, just didn't seem to backfire a little bit tonight, but they're huddling every play now and moving smartly as Taparowski takes it, and he takes turns, hands off, first back through, and that's Stewart, and he gets a yard, maybe 2, and he's going to be probably down around the 5, or I can't quite see where they're going to spot this ball. I'm going to say...
Scoreboard says 7.
No, I'm going to say 6 now. I think it's the 6-yard line.
Well, now they just changed it to the 8.
All right, so he lost a yard.
Second and goal.
So second and goal from the 8-yard line, double slot formation, Sawyer. Brashani Gallagher on the slot in the near side. Slot formation, top of the field as well as Taparowski's back to throw. Fires over the middle and skipped it as he had the receiver right there and he had Sawyer, but short hopped it to him.
Yeah, it looks like that play was just a little slow to develop. The receivers, Gallagher and Sawyer, were both out there, really hadn't turned around yet. Jake had to get rid of that ball quick and went with a short skip. So 3rd and goal.
Okay, 3rd and goal. Huge play for the Spartans as now they've switched in the slot formation. As Gallagher split to the outside. Sawyer in the slot. And here's Taparowski as he rolls to the near side, the left-handed quarterback. And Jake's going to fire it to the end zone. And a great defensive play by Pickett. Right in the hands almost of Page as he was standing there ready to get the ball. And Pickett came charging across there and knocked it out. Yeah, Pickett's charge.
No pun intended.
Wow, yeah.
Another, we saw that from Pickett earlier. He came back and knocked that ball out. I thought the ball, again, Taparowski has this room too, and with a mobile quarterback and a lefty like that, I think he can create some offense by just running that ball and sometimes not passing it, but I thought it was just a little in the air for a little too long, Rob.
Okay, so the Spartans will need, you're right, he did try to loft it, he did try to finesse it, I think a little more zip on the ball, but remember, Jake was running. Right. Now remember that left-handed quarterback, so when he rolls to the near side, to his left, that's his throwing side, as opposed to a right-handed quarterback who would be on the offside.
And we've seen, you've seen it with these mobile quarterbacks, and especially in the pros, where they can, cause havoc for defenses, not knowing whether, coverage-wise, and not knowing whether he's going to run or whether he will pass. It'll be interesting to see as this young team progresses if they, build that into their offense a little bit more.
Okay, 4th and goal from the 8-yard line. We're 7:01 remaining here in the half. Bob Martellio, coach for the Spartans, first-year coach, first regular season game for Bob. And he's called timeout, and we're going to see what he's going to do. Going to go for this, Mark Gallagher, or are you going to kick a field goal? Do you have a field goal kicker on this team?
Well, we saw Cam Stewart kicked it off. I'm not sure. I mean, you don't see field goals too often unless you have somebody like who did Uxbridge have? And of course, I'm picturing it right now, but I think you go for it. Worst thing, if you don't get it, they're deep in their territory, and the defense has played that well for.
They're going to kick a field goal. They're going to kick a field goal.
Cam Stewart.
Cam Stewart's going to do it out of the hold of Mitchell Page. So Page, ball down, he's going to fake it. He fires to the end zone, and he's wide open, and Sawyer has got a touchdown for the Uxbridge Spartans. Oliver Sawyer breaks into the end zone. Mitchell Page, many of you will recognize, is a quarterback, or has played quarterback in many of the younger levels, and Mitchell Page stood up. Sawyer broke into the open. Beautiful play. Mark Gallagher, you called that.
Well, I won't take credit, but that was a tremendous execution, and that's an excellent point, Rob. You're right. You had Mitchell Page, quarterback with the quarterback experience, and that just came off without a hitch. His Sawyer was wide open.
And Page threw a beautiful ball. Sawyer, a terrific catch. Spartan 6-0 now, looking to add the extra point. So Sawyer, Stewart out of the hold of Page. See if they can do this. Extra point, snap, ball down. Kick is blocked. You got to get that ball, and they do. And that's all right, as he's tackled and wrestled down immediately as that ball was blocked. A line drive right into that line, and it was blocked immediately. Didn't see who got a hand on it, Mark. Did you?
I think it was number 40 because his helmet came off afterwards, and number 40
is Reinhardt?
Renahan.
Renahan,
Uxbridge leading by 6.
Okay, so Spartans' lead remains at 6. So as the teams come back upfield, Uxbridge 6 and the Oxford Pirates nothing. Mark, impressive drive. Spartans huddled up, kept their poise, went for it on 4th down on the fake, got the touchdown. Great job.
I love the play calling. Absolutely love the play calling. But best of all, you pointed out before, Rob, I love the adjustments that this coaching staff makes on the fly, too. They started with excellent field position, got 2 big first downs. You remember they had a penalty.
4th down, right?
Yeah, had a penalty to start, so they were 15 yards back. And I love that play call. Absolutely love it. And you're talking, this is a team, Uxbridge last year, that averaged about 17 points on offense, but also this is a Pirates team that gave up 32 points average last year on defense too. So both teams, we said it earlier, younger teams, inexperienced, are going to have some growing pains, but I'm impressed with both squads so far.
Okay, I think Early and number 24, Palmetier, are deep for the Pirates. And Stewart gets a good kick away, and it bounces at about and rolls out of bounds, so that's a flag, and that ball's going to be, I think, spotted. Where's it, 35, where it spots in high school?
I think so.
Where's Coach Nye when we need him?
Yeah, and that almost stayed in bounds. I mean, like we said earlier, this 7-inch thick grass almost kept that ball in bounds.
Right. Okay, so as they decide what their options are and what they want to do, I know they have the choice of making them re-kick, or they can take it, and they're going to take the first down. That ball's going to be spotted. Is it the 40-yard line, or are they going to re-kick it?
I think they're re-kicking.
I do too. Looks like they're going to retreat and re-kick, and they're going to move. The kicker now is going to retreat back to the, I think that's a 10-yard penalty mark, so I think he's going to now kick it off from the 30-yard line instead of the 40.
That's probably not a bad, I mean, we saw the first kickoff of the game, Stuart Squibber. He's not a kicker. He doesn't really have kicking experience, so this is a new position for him as well, other than, flag back in the day, but probably a pretty smart decision by Oxford right here, banking on and gambling on the chance that they're going to get better field position.
Now, we haven't gotten all the way through in our Inside the 20s with the coaching staff about who's doing what, but unless I'm mistaken, I think Dan DeVoe Sr. is doing special teams.
I think you're right.
And I think he's always been a guy who has done a terrific job, not only in coaching in every level and in every aspect of the game, but in particular the special team. So he's a guy who really is on top of this, and we'll see what happens as the Spartans get ready to kick again. And it's a squib kick, and they're going to run up on it, and the Spartans are going to get it, and it takes them, and they better pick it up, and Early just falls on the ball, and they get it all the way back inside, I think that's the 25-yard line. Yeah. So inside the, it is the 25, maybe 24-yard line, depending upon where they do that. So looks like it hit the up man, Mark Allen.
Yeah, and then it just squibbed through a couple croquet shots right there, and Oxford was unable to pick it up, so that turned out great for Uxbridge. Unfortunately, that gamble by Oxford did not pay off, and here we are with Oxford well back in their own zone.
Okay, and as they break the huddle and up to the line of scrimmage, we remind you this is a production of Uxbridge Community Television and Barry Giles and all his great staff with the terrific job that they do with this and all these other stuff that they do. Okay, he looks, fires long and deep, ball in the air, turn around, and it's almost intercepted. As Mitchell Page is right there, great coverage. Is that Sawyer? Okay. Boy, folks, I got to tell you, that's 17 and that 11. But great coverage right there by Sawyer, as Oliver was right in terrific position on, I think it was 21 Pickett down there in that to catch that ball. So good coverage, Mark Galloway. That ball hung a little bit.
Yeah, you've got somebody in Sawyer and Page, you're 6'3", 6'4", in that height range on those corners, and that's tough to get over. So you cannot afford to underthrow if you're Oxford on that. And fortunately, Oliver turned around just in time to knock that down. And he's probably kicking himself for not catching it, but that's okay. It's second and a long 10.
Okay, so they come trips to the near side as Tremblay stands in the shotgun formation, takes a snap, drops back, he's going to throw. Looks for his favorite receiver, Pickett. He's in trouble, and he's going to be hit, but it breaks away, still on his feet, and Tremblay breaks, and he's all the way up to the 40, what, 2, 3, 4 yard line? I don't think he made the 45.
Yeah, it looks like 4.
Well, I think he's going to be about the 44 yard line. Can't see with all the Pirates standing right in front of us, but that's more than enough for a first down as a scramble by Tremblay moves the Pirates, and perhaps Mark Gallagher is their best offensive play so far.
Yeah, broken play, and you're right, ends up gaining almost 20 yards. Uxbridge with 3 opportunities to get him back in his own backfield, and unfortunately he escaped and slithered through for a first down.
Okay, that pistol offense formation as they stand in a shotgun and now comes in motion. And here's Tremblay who keeps it. He cuts it inside. He's still on his feet, and Tremblay likes to call his own number and does so to the tune of about 4 yards over the 40 and down to about the, guess they're going to put that at the 43-yard line, Mark Gallagher.
Yeah, 2nd and 5.
Okay, 2nd and 5, right. 43-yard line is...
Uxbridge having a little problem with that cutback. You've seen it twice now. Tremblay cuts back, and he's picking up some yardage. Jared Stewart, though, knocked him down only after about a 5-yard gain, but 2 back-to-back positive yard gains for Tremblay and the Oxford offense.
Okay, Racine, Menendez, Palmatier now. And Racine goes in motion. He takes turns. Hands off. That ball's on the ground. But the Pirate is immediately able to fall in it, and I think that was that number 2, Racine? Who took that up the middle? Yes, it was. So Racine took the handoff from Tremblay, got a yard, maybe 2, and then was able to recover his own fumble. Mark
Yeah,
Gallagher.
2 is actually Melendez, but you're right.
What did I call him?
Racine.
Okay. Okay, gotta knock the rust off. Been a little while, folks. My apologies. Melendez. So they break the huddle, and up to the line of scrimmage come the Pirates, dressed in their home black jerseys, orange numerals, black helmets, orange emblem. Familiar colors to the Spartans, who are in their road whites. Tremblay's got time, fires long and deep, near side, wide open. And that's going to be caught over there by Pickett, who breaks a tackle, but no, he doesn't. And that's brought down immediately by Oliver Sawyer. I'm going to call that right this time, as Sawyer was able to tackle Pickett, but not before Pickett picks up 5, 10, 15, maybe 17 yards. And that ball's going to be spotted in Spartan territory all the way down on the 40-yard line. So... big play by him, Mark Gallagher.
Yeah, Uxbridge secondary was caught napping a little as he was wide open down there. And all of a sudden, the Pirates are on a move with some offense into Spartan territory for, I think, the first, maybe second time, but I think it's the first time.
Yeah, they might have been nosing over it before, but not very far, and this is by far their deepest penetration. So 4:28 remains as he takes the snap, pitches it, and he pitches it, and that's on the ground, and I think the Spartans have recovered the fumble. And yes, they have. Uxbridge Spartans, so just as the Pirates' momentum was beginning to move them into Spartan territory, a big fumble right there, and I think that's recovered right there by number 54 for the Spartans. 53. Nick Petrillo right there as the Spartans had broken through onto Palmatier. And he just wasn't able to get the handle from that pitch from Tremblay.
They went for that pitch, and no rain tonight, and he just couldn't hold it. And you're right that that snuffs out that drive just like that.
Well, I can't sit in the rain 2 nights in a row. Don't say that, Mark Gallagher. Okay. Okay, double slot formation, and that familiar formation is Taparowski in the shotgun. Takes the snap, gonna throw, comes to the near side, rolls out. Taparowski gonna tuck it and run. And Taparowski makes a great decision, and he's on his feet and popped, but not before he picks up 7 or 8 yards. Great run right there by Jake Tapp, number 2, as he's all the way into Pirate territory. Gonna mark that about the 47 or 48, Mark Gallagher.
Yeah, we just talked about that last drive that Uxbridge have going with that ability of Taparowski as that throwing, rolling quarterback to play havoc with that defense and not figuring out. So I like that play right there. I'm surprised that they went with it that quick. So nice move, really keeping Oxford off balance, Rob.
Yep, like to see Jake do that judiciously, and that was a terrific decision on his part. Pirates show blitz, and now back away, and here's the snap. Handoff, no, Taparowski's going to keep it. Again on the far side. Taparowski's on his feet, breaks the tackle, he's in the open. Taparowski's at the 10, he's at the 5, and wrestled out of bounds inside the 5-yard line at about the 4, maybe the 3, but we didn't get the 2-1 in the end zone. But a great rumble by Jake Tapp. Probably, boy, we're going to have to give him 43 yards on that run right there if he started at the 46 and got to the 3-yard line. I guess scoreboard says, they're going to give him the 5-yard line.
Great deceptive move. I thought that Stewart had that ball on that handover, and again Taparowski taking advantage of that roll to his favorite side, that right side, and Cam Gallagher out there in front of him taking on 3 Pirates.
Yeah, great job. You're right. Big number 83, a guy after my own heart. Trust me, I can identify with that. It's here's Stewart on the ground, plows forward, pushes it, and he's going to get to about. Boy, yeah, he's almost at the goal line, but the nose of the ball apparently is going to be just shy. They're going to have to call that the 1 yard line, maybe even inside the 1 yard line. So Stewart right there, 2nd and goal. Yeah, Barry Giles telling us inches away as he looks through that camera lens and zooms all the way out there to see exactly what I have absolutely no clue of seeing from here. Okay, Taparowski takes turns. Tap's going to keep it, dive, and looking for the hands up from the official, and we get it. Touchdown, Spartans. Jake Tapp calls his own number, goes right over that big right guard, between the center and the right guard, and into the end zone. Great job, Mark Gallagher.
I like the play calling again in this series, Rob. We talked about it just a few minutes earlier about giving Taparowski that option to pass, run, and it paid off huge dividends on this series right here.
You know, we talked about this, Mark, on the ride up here, but one of the things you notice about this team, especially in the early going when things were going well, is their poise and composure. I want to talk about that right after this looks like an apparent 2-point conversion, as the score is now 12, and the Spartans are going to try to make it 14 with a 2-point conversion. Taparowski takes turns. He's going to throw. Tap's got time. Fires. Tipped in the air and caught! And caught for the 2-point conversion. And so the Uxbridge Spartans convert. Oliver Sawyer over there, number 17, waiting for Gallagher to tell me that was a 7, not a 1. And so Oliver Sawyer with the 2-point conversion, and now the score is 14-0. Great play by the Spartans, Mark Gallagher.
Good concentration by Oliver Sawyer. That ball got tipped, went up in the air. He kept his eye on it, brought it down for another 2 points. And here we are with a first quarter, Rob, that saw 2 teams sort of feeling each other out and not producing much on the offensive end. Now it's 14-zip. 3 minutes, 19 seconds on a second quarter that's moved pretty quick. Hasn't been seen many delays on offense or defense, and both these teams banging back and forth.
Right. Mark, we started to talk about this on the way up. You know, new coach, young team, he's always coaching, he's always teaching. One of the things I'm impressed with is even when things were not going well for the Spartans in their first 2 possessions, 3 and out, composure, they seem to want to stick with the game plan. Bob Martellio leading the parade, doing such a great job with that.
Yeah, we saw, and that was an issue for Uxbridge teams in the past, Rob, where they'd get down 7, 14, 21 points in the first half, and that would be it. And I know this coaching staff, having seen it myself, is they're very adamant about positive attitudes, moving forward, not reverting backwards, and keeping everybody buying into a system which is, we don't go backwards, we always move forward. And it's paying off so far, and you've seen it right now with this 14-zip lead.
Just very impressed with Bob, both as a coach and what he's able to do individually. And I'm just so impressed, and I think that positive spirit is being reflected in the team. And there's a squib kick going to be taken by an up man who's on his feet. He's at the 35, 40, 44, 43, 44 before he's wrestled to the ground by the Spartan at the bottom of the pile. And Mark Gallagher, I got to get a number there as he's not.
Number 40, he's very close to,
yeah, that's a flag.
Close to getting a flag.
Yeah, I don't quite know who that's going to be on. It was almost as if they held him down.
Renahan.
Yeah.
Offsetting.
Okay, I think that was Kyle Murphy, though, for the Spartans, number 40, who made the tackle. And I think it was Renahan, number 40, who ran it back. I think that's what we just saw. So offsetting penalties. Yeah, offsetting penalties. Spartans need to keep their composure, Ironically, we just talk about it, and then they get a procedure penalty. So maybe I'll keep my mouth shut. Okay.
Well, Oxford has to be frustrated, Rob. Down 14-0 in an opening season game, and Uxbridge really with a lot of momentum behind them.
Okay, 3:02 remains in the half as Tremblay stands in a shotgun formation and takes the snap. And he's going to throw. Throws to the near side. Caught there by Pickett, and Pickett breaks the tackle, but not the second. No, that's 31, Mark Gallagher, not 21. Help me with that name.
31 is, that was Racine.
Okay, Racine. I think there's 2 Racines, though. Maybe not. So 31, Racine on the catch. Nice play. Just did a little hook pattern, stood there. Tremblay found him, picked up 8-9 yards. I'm going to have to call that 8 because it's a second and a long one, so we got to call that too.
Second and 1 on the 47-yard line.
Of course, the PA and scoreboard disagree with me, but I'm going to stick with it. 2nd and 2, ball spotted at the 47-yard line into Spartan territory after that pass completion. Okay, Tremblay takes a shotgun, and he's back under some pressure, and he's going to be hit, but he breaks away. And Tremblay's still on his feet, and now he's going to be sacked. Tracked down by number 52 for the Spartans, Mark Gallagher, who is
St. Pierre.
Ian St. Pierre. He broke out of the blitz from, I think that was Tom Flagg, 56, as he was able to twist away from that. And then Ian St. Pierre was able to track him down from behind. Great pressure by the Spartans right there.
Yeah, it was a nice play, and it looks like a timeout for
Oxford.
No, 2-minute warning. Thank you, Barry. So 2-minute warning here in the second. Uxbridge up 14-zip, and you're right, that defense really has not, they're bending but not breaking, and I'm impressed with Oxford because their success has been those sideline passes, Rob. We've seen that happen, but unfortunately turnovers cost them on both their big drives.
Okay, so they come out double slot formation. As Tremblay stands in a shotgun, he's going to throw. This is the one he's thrown from. He rolls to the near side. He fires long and deep, and that's going to be almost intercepted. In and out of the hands right there of Jake Taparowski. As Tap had his eye on the ball and his eye upfield, and good defensive play, but had a shot right there.
Absolutely. That's twice for Uxbridge. And again, they'll see that on film on Monday, too, where, those are easy turnovers. But that's easy for us to say up here, Rob, with our glasses on. So
yeah. Well, the other thing that I would motion is notice that Tremblay threw into triple coverage. I mean, that was not his best decision. And now here the Pirates are faced with a 4th down just with the nose of the ball on the 46-yard line. How'd they lose a yard on an incomplete pass? Who knows? Okay, and a dandy punt. And they're going to fair catch that, and a great fair catch made down there.
look at him, John. Who's that 83?
Yeah, that's Cameron Brashani Gallagher. Great play by Cam. Love it. He's just like me, man. When I played, I had to tuck in half my number, too. So, Cam Brashani Gallagher with a great fair catch. And I'll tell you, no, but seriously, a terrific play by Cam. The point being, that ball bounces, they're 15, 20 yards farther back. So a nice play by your son, Proud Papa. What do you think?
Yeah, I love the way that, again, always a fan of being aggressive with that. Put that fair catch up. That means you can't get hit. So you got nothing to lose right there. So you've got 1:40 left. Let's see what the Uxbridge offense wants to do right here.
Yeah, great, terrific athletic play. Must get that from his mother. Okay, so here we go. As they come out of the line of, off the sideline, here comes Jake Taparowski, number 2. Mark Gallagher, get me the number of the center. I thought it was Flag, but it's not Flag. I think it's 52. I think 52 is the center.
That's 52 is St. Pierre.
Okay, I think that might be right. I'm not quite positive. Okay, Taparowski's going to take. He's going to throw. Got time. Fires long and deep, and that ball's in the air. And that's going to be, I think that's Mitchell Page, isn't it? It is. Mitchell Page on the reception. And I'll tell you, Big Page did what he did so well in basketball. Went up, pulled that ball down in a little bit of traffic as Taparowski was able to throw it high, and Page went up and got it.
That was a great throw, and we saw that before where Jake sort of had a little air under before the touchdown. Right. But that was just a great throw, and Mitchell Page at 6'4", nice receiving target.
Okay, double slot formation as Taparowski's back to throw, and Taparowski's going to look and throw a screen pass to the near side to Stewart, who's got blockers and plenty of room. And here he goes. Stewart's going to break downfield. A great block thrown in front of him, and Stewart's all the way down inside the 25-yard line. They're going to spot that probably 22, 23-yard line. Move the flag. Move the sticks. They do stop the clock in high school football and college when they move the stick, and then they're going to wind it with 1:09 left. And I bet the Spartans have called timeout. Yes, they have. So the Spartans on the move again, and Mark Gallagher, you were talking about giving them 1:40, and let's see what they can do. And boy, I'll tell you, so far I'm impressed.
Yeah, 3 plays, and they've gone, 45 yards. So I love that aggressiveness. Years past, you might not have seen something like that, but I love, again, the mantra is we're moving forward, and that not only on the field, off the field, mentally, physically. So it looks like these kids have bought into it, and it's paying dividends big time.
And a healthy mix between the pass and the run, and I think that's so impressive because I really think right now they've got that Pirate defense on their heels because the Spartans come out, they're in that double slot formation, which they have run out of and thrown out of, so they really don't know what to anticipate.
Yeah, but not only you're right, with the Stewarts in the background, now with Taparowski being a double threat with the pass and the run, they've got 14 points to show for it.
Right.
And hopefully another score here imminent in the next minute 9.
Okay, Coach Bob Martellio has huddled his team on the sideline. I love it. They come right from the sideline, right up to the line of scrimmage in that double slot formation. Gallagher on the outside, Page in the slot, Stewart and Sawyer on the top side. And Taparowski's in trouble. Going to roll to the near side. Going to fire downfield into the end zone. I can't tell. Is that? No, it's incomplete, or is it intercepted?
It was incomplete.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Brent Whitlock.
Okay, Brent Whitlock down there. Okay, so Whitlock down there, Taparowski in a little bit of trouble, having to roll to the far side and not able to complete the pass. So we're going to look at 2nd down and 9. More importantly, we're inside a minute here, Mark Gallagher.
2nd and 10 on the 23-yard line.
Yep, 2nd and 10. My apologies. Those two sticks are together. Taparowski going to throw again. Near side, fires. Oh, was big number 3 right there. Got a hand on that ball. Mark Gallagher for the...
Early.
Yeah, early.
Moses
early. I'll tell you, Moses had caught that ball. He would have had a long patch of green in front of him. So
The seas would have parted.
yeah, maybe. Wow. I was trying to come up with... Mark Gallagher with a biblical reference. My gosh. Wow.
Watch out tonight. Watch, here
wow.
come the thunderstorms.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to move away when I'm sitting on these metal benches. I'm worried now. Okay, now we go trips to the top of the field. Taparowski stands in a shotgun formation. 3 receivers to the top. Taparowski's going to have to roll that way. He's going to have to run. No, he fires. He's got a man who's open! And the ball is just out of the reach. It looks like is that Sawyer? Or, yeah, it looks like Oliver Sawyer down there just couldn't catch up to that pass. Taparowski throws a beautiful ball, but he's on the move, and that means that when he leads that, it's just a little farther out of reach.
Yeah, and he was rolling right, and as a lefty quarterback, had to come across his body on that.
Yep.
So 45 seconds, it's 4th and long, 4th and 10 on the 23. Obviously, you're going to go for it here.
Yeah, absolutely. And the Spartans, Bob Martellio is going to use the second of his 14 timeouts that they have per half or per quarter or whatever they have in this league. They certainly have plenty of them, let me say that. And so Wisely takes the timeout. Ball spotted at the 23-yard line. High school football, we really think a field goal is out of the question. And so the Spartans are going to look to throw it up for the end zone and see what happens.
I'll tell you, I've been impressed with the protection that Taparowski's had. I don't think if they've gotten to him, it's only been one time. So that scrambling ability and his ability to roll and then run pass has really helped out. But give that offensive line credit so far, Rob, for the protection that he's gotten.
Absolutely.
Because they've rushed a couple times, including that last play, and flush him out of that pocket. But Uxbridge still with opportunities to make something happen.
Absolutely
4th and 10
right.
on the 23-yard line.
Okay, so double slot formation, and here they go. 4th down, 43 seconds remain. And Taparowski's going to take, and he's going to be blitzed. He's in trouble. He throws a screen pass. That's incomplete. In and out of the hands of Stewart. And the ball is turned over on downs with 37.6 seconds. The Oxford Pirates are going to take it over deep in their own territory. The question is, are they going to take a knee or are they going to try to throw it up, Mark?
I'll tell you, if I were them, maybe at least give it a play or two.
Right.
But certainly nothing big downfield because it has not worked out. Uxbridge actually should have 2 picks already, but again, the drop balls that we've seen on offense and defense, I think that's just a little opening night jitters, and that'll come back. They'll have that focus, as we get deeper into September.
I will tell you, on that screenplay, boy, there was a lot of room in front of
There
Stewart.
was, yeah,
That was really too bad.
That was a nice little call.
Okay, Tremblay stands in a shotgun formation with that pistol offensive format. He's going to fire to the near side, and he bounces the ball to the receiver out there, which I think was Pickett, number 21. So the ball falls harmlessly incomplete. 2nd down, 2nd and 10. Ball still on the 23-yard line. 32.8 seconds remain here in the first half.
This is a game, Rob, last year that Uxbridge won 41-7 at home.
Wow.
And but again, big difference from last year to these two relatively young teams this year.
Right, a lot of turnover, a lot of young players, but I'm just very impressed with the Spartans and how well they are coached. Fire over the middle, and that's caught on the fly. You better get this young man, and they do. He's eventually wrestled to the ground and brought down there right there by Jared Stewart, and I'll tell you, he would have run a long way. Pickett would have gotten that, hit him in stride. Tremblay hit him in stride, Mark Gallagher, he was to the house.
Yeah, that secondary, again, we've seen them burned a couple times earlier on with the guys that have been wide open, so they got to figure out a little bit of better communication, because you're right, Rob, one missed tackle and he was gone.
Right. So good job by the Spartans to pull him down, and they pull him down, but he's all the way up to the 40, well, we're going to have to call that the 45-yard line. Pirates' 45-yard line with 25.5 seconds, and the Pirates, of course, have called a timeout because now they want to preserve the clock and give Tremblay 2 or 3 more shots at whatever he can come up with, end zone or anything short of that.
Yeah, 25 seconds. You're looking at least between the timeouts they have, which is at least 5 left.
Right.
Getting off 3 or 4 plays without a problem.
Absolutely. Okay, Tremblay stands, and there's no mystery, guys. They're going to run. They're going to throw this ball. And Tremblay rolls to the near side, sets up, fires downfield, and the ball is incomplete. Yep, just in and out of his hands. Now he's trying to get the receiver.
24.
Yeah, 24 is Palmetier.
Ten on the 45-yard line.
Yeah, Parmenter. Yeah.
Palmetier, right. It's good. I think I pronounced that name 4 times, 4 different ways.
We always had that French-Canadian accent.
That's it. That's right. That's right. It's in my blood. What can I tell you? All right, so now they're faced with 3rd down, 3rd and 10. Ball spotted at the 40. Well, the nose of the ball is just on the 45-yard line. So somehow they gained a yard by an incomplete pass. I'm not quite sure how.
A couple times that Tremblay's come up short, but they've had success with these sideline passes, so be aware.
See if the Spartans can get to Tremblay as he's back, fires over the middle, and he's wide open, and is caught there on the outside, and that's Pickett. And Pickett breaks a tackle or 2. Ball's on the ground, and the Spartans have recovered the fumble. And Pickett, who had gotten all the way down inside the 45, Spartans 45, almost to the 40-yard line, when the ball was coughed up, as I think he was about to be tackled by Sawyer. I'm going to credit Sawyer with knocking that ball loose, and the ball was recovered by the safety. I think that was Taparowski.
Man, that is 2, if not 3 drives that the Oxford Pirates have had the misfortune of big gains, getting into Spartan territory, only to turn the ball over. That's just going to be a huge morale crusher going into this second half. Not the way that the Pirates wanted to come off the field into halftime, Rob.
Nope. Now the Spartans are going to take the snap, take a knee, and we're going to see the 7-6, 5-4, 3, 2, 1, and we're at halftime, folks. And there we go. There's the gun right there. Halftime. So we've reached halftime at Oxford's Pirate Stadium, where the Uxbridge Spartans lead 14-0 over the host Oxford Pirates. Mark Gallagher, first half. Some thoughts?
I'll tell you, what a difference night and day in that first quarter to second quarter for Uxbridge specifically. Again, just getting a little of the preseason rust and workout and getting into game mode in that first quarter as both teams really traded possessions about 3 times each. And then all of a sudden, Uxbridge found their feet underneath them, got confident with that offense, Rob, and Taparowski, with that ability to run, roll, pass, and whatever, really took advantage of putting Oxford back on their heels, came up with 14 points, a terrific call with that fake field goal. I just love the aggressiveness. I love the intelligence that we've seen so far, and I love the enthusiasm this Uxbridge team has shown us so far.
Yeah, I think that's Coach A-Team calling those plays, right? Jeff Stewart. So, I think I tip my hat to Jeff on a terrific job that he's done. Remember, that drive, especially that first touchdown, kept alive by 2 big 4th down plays. So, all right, so halftime. We've reached halftime. 14-0 Uxbridge Spartans over the host Oxford Pirates. So we'll be back to bring you the second half right after this on the Spartans Uxbridge Community Television Network. Okay, so as we get ready to bring you the second half between the Uxbridge Spartans as they visit the Oxford Pirates, Rob Finnegan, Mark Gallagher from Pirate Field. Mark Gallagher, we want to make a few announcements. Go ahead.
We do want to remind viewers at home to support your Uxbridge Spartans via the Uxbridge High Booster Club. Spartanware is available, fundraising opportunities, donations to help support student athletes at Uxbridge High, and they can be located on Facebook at Uxbridge Athletic Boosters. They meet the first Tuesday of every month, so please assist the ladies like Mrs. Page, Mrs. Stewart in the endeavor to consistently improve the Uxbridge High student athletes.
Okay, so that ball's going to be touched by the Spartans, and Page is going to have to pick it up on the kickoff. Takes it deep, and he's still on his feet and gets out to about the 20-yard line. Was popped and popped hard. I think that was number 2 right there. Oh, and Renahan. Okay, so it was both Melendez and Renahan, number 2 and number 40. Big Page went down because he got hit hard. Okay, so Spartans lead 14-0, and they're going to take over first possession here because they had kicked off to start the game. And they come out in that familiar double slot formation. Taparowski stands in the backfield with Stewart out of the shotgun. And runner pass because the Pirates certainly don't know. And he's going to take turn, and Noel going to fall down, and he was able to recover his own fumble. Right? He dropped the ball, was able to fall on it, and Jake Tapp recovers that ball.
Yeah, you saw that inside handoff. That transition did not take place cleanly. Unfortunately, Uxbridge did not give up that ball without Oxford noticing.
And Taparowski's down. Taparowski is not getting up. He's on the turf. We're going to see. Okay, you know what? Break on the field. We're going to take one, too. This is a production of Uxbridge Community Television. We'll be right back after this break. Okay, so good news for the Spartans is Jake Tapp is able to walk off on his own power, and the Spartans are now going to be quarterbacked by number 11, Mitchell Page. Page stands under center in a tight formation with an I formation behind him. Looks like Stewart and Stewart in the backfield. He takes turns, hands off, and here's Stewart going to try the right side and get a yard, maybe 2. He's up to about the 30-yard line.
Oh, yeah, I mean, 2
the 20-yard line.
Well, he's back to the original line of scrimmage, I guess. I'm sorry. So he's back, and they're still at the 20-yard line. My apologies, folks. So keeping an eye on that sideline, hoping Jake Tapp is doing fine over there. Okay, Page under center. Mitch Page takes turns. He's going to throw to the near side, fires down the left side. He's got Sawyer, who's open, and makes an almost acrobatic catch. Incomplete. Ball falls harmlessly incomplete. Page threw a nice ball, just not able to pull it in. Mark Gallagher, we were talking on the pregame about the injury bug. And the last thing the Spartans need is that injury bug biting them again, but there's already bitten them twice. Tell us about that.
Yeah, unfortunately last Friday in West Boylston, Anthony Abate went down with a knee injury. I believe it's just a strain, but he will be out 4 or 5 weeks, so we wish him speedy recovery, as well as Matt Hatstadt a speedy recovery as well.
Okay, so Stewart gets off a good punt, and it's a fair catch, going to be taken right at the midfield stripe and pulled in right there by the Pirate. So Parmenter makes that fair catch, and the Pirates take over with their best starting field position in the drive. And yet, not only now do we have a quarterback issue, we also need to see who's going to step in at safety right now, Mark Gallagher.
Right, yeah, you've got, let's see who we got, Oliver Sawyer out there, and you've got Cam Stewart now back at the safety, and Mitch Page on the end, so you've got Cam Stewart taking that position.
Yeah, but you've got number 44 in the game who's taken over. Stewart bumped back, and that's 44. First and Lambert. Comes to the near side, bounces the ball as they threw immediately Lambert's way, but Pickett was unable to come back to that ball and make a reception. And now Tremblay's going to come to the near side and converse with Pirate coach Michael Adams. Second-year Pirate coach. Is that right, Mark Gallagher?
Yeah, last year, rookie season last year. We talked about growing pains. Here's a program going into second year, hoping to improve upon that 1-10 record. They've got a better schedule with that realignment. Scheduling should be good for them this year to play at a better level.
Good, okay. So now Palmetier goes in motion, and here's Tremblay, who throws to the near side to Pickett. And Pickett breaks a tackle, and then 2 or 3, but not the tackle of Big Tom Flagg right there. Also Oliver Sawyer, but not before he picks up. Looks like he's all the way up to the just shy of the first down. I think that's going to be the Spartan 46-yard line.
Yeah, it looks like about third and a short.
No, 42-yard line. Forgive me, guys. 42-yard line, 41-yard line, I guess.
Yeah, Uxbridge Oxford having good luck with that seam sort of underneath those linebackers as that secondary moves backward. They've got a 5 or 10 yard gap that Uxbridge has had trouble covering, Rob.
Okay, so here's Tremblay. He's going to tuck it and try to go, and he's got the first down and then some. He's still on his feet. Breaks to the outside, still on his feet, moving. He's down inside the 20 and eventually wrestled down about the 18-yard line. Brought down by Tom Flagg and Oliver Sawyer, but not before he picks up. Boy, that's got to be 23 yards right there, Mark Gallagher. That's a huge run as Tremblay just kept picking and ducking and diving and made his way through that traffic.
Well, you get the last two plays where Uxbridge had difficulty tackling Rob, but didn't inability to wrap up the quarterback. I thought on this last one they spent a little too much effort trying to strip the ball as Tremblay kept moving forward. So here's their best offensive position of the game so far.
Yeah, this game is two halves. You got to remember that. 8:36 remains. And the Pirates are on the drive here. This is the third quarter. Tremblay takes pumps, and now he pulls it down. And he's still in the backfield, and he's going to be written out of bounds and brought down for little or no gain. Brought out of bounds right there by Tom Flagg, as always. Senior captain, number 56. Just Johnny on the spot everywhere. Also right there, looks like big number 78. Mark Gallagher, tell me 78 for the Spartans.
We do not have a 78.
Running off the field, that's not 78?
76.
76, my apologies.
That's Ryan Ahern.
Okay, Ahern doing a great job. Ahern getting the blow after that play.
Yeah, 52. Ian C. Pierre, Rob, was had a direct line to the quarterback last time, and just I don't know if he was coached to stay home or whatever, but he could have actually sacked him back there. I'd like to see a little more aggressiveness there.
Palmetier comes in motion, and Tremblay's going to take it and get crushed in the backfield. Get absolutely nothing. Brought down right there by big number 72. And also, yeah, he lost 2 or 3 yards, Mark Gallagher, but also Flagg. Tell me 72.
72 is Hunter Walker.
Walker doing it. Walker, who just came in, did a great job, blew through there and just popped the tackle out of the way and made the tackle 3-yard loss. You're right, Mark Gallagher, and they are now faced with a 3rd and 14, 4-yard loss. Wow.
We've seen Oxford previously, Rob, not too happy with success on their offensive drive, so let's see what happens here.
Okay, 3rd and 14 from the 24-yard line. As Tremblay stands in a shotgun, back to throw. Tremblay's got time, fires long and deep over the middle, and it's caught! And caught down at the goal line, and into the end zone for a touchdown. Yeah, Pickett makes the reception, and the tackle made immediately, but boy, he landed in the end zone right at the goal line. Touchdown.
You can hear it in the background, Rob, that they're claiming that receiver was out of bounds before he caught that pass, which he should be ineligible. But unfortunately, the referee with the back to the play or somebody missed that play. I wish they would get together on that because that was a blatant miss call by the referees.
Yeah, Barry Giles, show us a replay on that. If he ran out of bounds, I'd like to see that. Yeah. At the home games, guys, at the home games. That's right. We'll get multiple cameras when we're on the home games. We're lucky to get one on the road, and we thank you, Barry, for all your great hard work.
The other thing, though, Rob, is if he was out of bounds, you still can't give up on that play, and I think Uxbridge was sort of waiting for a whistle instead of finishing off the play, and 6 points for Oxford.
Right, so they come in motion, going to go for 2. Handoff near side, plows right through. No, he did not make it. He's going to be stuffed and going to be held short. Middle of that Spartan defense holding stout. So the Spartans hold tough. As the team comes back upfield, it's 14-6 with 7:33, and we're going to wait and see if Jake Teporowski's going to be able to come back into this game.
And with that touchdown, Oxford closes Uxbridge's lead.
Yeah, that's exactly what Oxford needed. The Pirates needed definitely a shot of confidence in this half, Rob, and they came out with a nice drive. You're right, they caught that ball at midfield and just continued to move forward. And found a couple chinks in the Uxbridge defensive armor.
You're right, and I do think there was some letdown, but you know what, as former Spartan quarterback Tyler Wizerkirk, he's sitting next to us, I think correctly points out that guy's out of bounds. And as he goes out of bounds, you cannot be the first player to touch the ball once you come back inbounds. So if you run the pattern and you run out of bounds, but you know what? It's water over the dam, folks. We're now looking at a 14-6 game, and the Spartans, that's right, Spartans need to keep their offensive momentum going, even if they are out without their captain quarterback. So we're going to see as they get ready to receive.
Yeah, this will be a good test for them, Rob. You said it. See how they respond to a big injury, and their quarterback, who's brought them to 2 scores in that first half. I see him up. He's up in mobile over there. He looks pretty good on the sideline. I think he's ready to come in. That's good news for Uxbridge, but the Uxbridge has to deal now with a pumped-up Pirate football team.
That's right. Well, they you know what the Spartans got to do is play their game. We talked about the composure of this team. We're going to see it right now. Okay, Pirates get ready to put a toe into the ball and they kick it deep. And this is going to be taken by an up back. Cam Stewart's going to take it and breaks to the middle of the field. He's going to be able to get to about the 25-yard line before he's wrapped up and brought down immediately right there by the Pirate, who's going to run off the field right in front of me.
Yeah, returns, Rob.
21.
East-west doesn't do it on kickoff returns,
right.
North-south only.
Right, exactly. So a good tackle immediately, and now into the huddle trots Jake Teporowski.
Received by number 3, Cameron Stewart, now first and 10 on the 25-yard line.
Well, that's good news, absolutely.
Okay, so Jake Tapp may rolled that ankle. We'll know. We'll have to see it. Dr. Keith McLean has to say team physician once he examines him. But the Teporowski back in for now, and he's back, and he's going to throw. Teporowski rolls to the near side, fires downfield. The ball skips in and out of the hands of the intended receiver. That looks like Cam Gallagher down there, who made a valiant effort to catch a low-thrown ball.
Yeah, a little Teporowski rolling again, and just a little short. We've seen that a couple times. And first game of the season, by late September, I think they'll have that timing down and that pass route down too. But yeah, a couple short tonight.
Okay, 2nd and 10, ball spotted far hash at the 25-yard line of the Uxbridge Spartans.
Nice matchup
as they come out in a double slot formation. Teporowski examines the field from the shotgun. They fake blitz, and he hands off to the near side, and he hands to Stewart, and Stewart is going to be thrown for a 4 or 5 yard loss. That is huge. By the time he's even able to get his hands on the handoff, the Pirates were in the backfield and wrapped him up and threw him to the ground.
Yeah, Renahan was there, and Uxbridge all night long has been showing, that step up, step back, whether they're going to fake blitz or not. And the line up to this point, Rob, has done a good job of protecting that. So this is a big 3rd down for Uxbridge.
Yeah, Renahan, number 40, in there on the blitz and doing it for the Pirates right now. It's 3rd and 15. Ball on the 20. Teporowski drops. Teporowski tucks it. Going to throw to the near side. Trying to direct some traffic. Fires downfield. Oh, and in and out of the hands of the Pirate. And almost for Gallagher, just the ball tipped, and Gallagher was unable to make the adjustment. Terrific effort, but not able to pull it down. Good defense, frankly.
Yeah, that almost a nice sky job by the, and I still can't get his number. It was Tremblay back there who knocked that down, and almost another tip drill like we saw earlier with Oliver Sawyer on that extra point.
20-yard line.
So Spartans are going to be forced to punt here. And an unfortunate 3 and out as as the Spartans start the second half the same way, the same way they started the first half, 2 3 and outs. Deep kick. Fair catch made just into Pirate territory, about the 47 or 48 yard line. And that's Pickett right there making the fair catch. He's going to drop back into the offensive huddle.
Good field position again. Second series in a row for Oxford, Rob, to start at midfield or darn close to midfield.
Right. Right now, I'll tell you, the Pirates have taken the field position advantage in this game. They've been able to get the Spartans pinned deep. Spartans have been unable to do anything with the ball, and as a result, the punts have led the Pirates up near midfield. So Tremblay turns hands off first back throw, and I think that's Melendez, and he gets a yard, maybe 2. Russell to the ground right there by big number 53 for the Spartans, Mark Gallagher. And also
Nick Petrillo.
Nick Petrillo, great job by Nick, and also 76, you told me before, was
Ryan Ahern.
Ryan Ahern, great.
Related to the Petrillo sitting next to you?
I think so. Okay, Tremblay takes a shotgun snap, rolls
Get
to
on
the near
that.
side. He's in trouble, but able to escape and eludes
Nice.
a tackler, but not the second one.
Tom
Picks up
flag.
a yard, maybe 2. Is that? Yeah, that's flag 56. I thought that might have been 58, but 56. Why not? He's been there every single play, doing such an incredible job tonight. Senior captain linebacker Tom Flagg doing a great job. By the way, great job on the offensive line on the right side. We haven't been able to highlight that enough, but Tom definitely standing out on the defense.
Yeah, Tremblay once again escapes a potential loss in the backfield, and Uxbridge just a couple missed tackles. But Tom Flagg, he's been, you said it before, Rob, he's been there all night, wraps him up for a limited game.
Okay, Tremblay stands in a shotgun. He's back. He's going to throw. Here
Get on
comes
him.
the fights. Here comes long and deep. Ball in the air, and it's caught, and he's off to the end zone. And Palmetier, number 24, has just caught a 52-yard touchdown pass, and the Oxford Pirates are right back into this game as they stand a 2-point conversion away from tying the game. As the Spartans' lead is trimmed to 2, 14-12, extra point conversion pending.
Yeah, the French connection, Tremblay to Parmentier.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, that's a great thrown ball because you had 3 Uxbridge Spartans right there with Parmentier too, and he just threaded that needle as those 3 guys unfortunately ended up having to chase him down, but not before he scored.
You got to tip your hat to these guys. Pressure coming from the Spartans. Tremblay hanging there tough, threw a beautiful ball. Palmetier makes a great catch. Tremblay's going to keep it, and he is going to twist, and he's in for the extra point. A 2-point conversion. Spartans may have had him stopped, but second and then third effort was able to twist into the end zone. And just like that, the Oxford Pirates have come out and tied the game. And right now, Mark Gallagher, look where the momentum is now.
Absolutely. What a change of halves. Uxbridge went into that halftime with all the momentum in the world. Oxford did not sit back and take it idly. And you're right, this is a brand new ball game with 5 minutes left in the third quarter.
And folks, we talked about it at the top. We talked about it in the first half. We're going to see it now. We're going to test the mettle of this Spartan team and the philosophy of this coaching staff. You do not want to see these guys hanging their heads. We want to keep going and want to keep that positive attitude, and we're going to see what they're made of right now, Mark Gallagher.
Yeah, and this is a great first game, first opening night time to do that because it's make or break both mentally and physically when you have a challenge like this. They went through the challenge with Jake Chaporowski going down with that ankle injury, and now you've just given up a 14-0 lead. But tell you, Rob, give all the credit in the world to the Oxford Pirates.
Absolutely. You're absolutely right. Okay, so it's like playing golf with Dave Cogg or Brian O'Hara. You got to overcome some adversity. So here we go. And see if the Spartans can pull that off. So, all right, so back deep for the Spartans is Stewart, Page, and I think that's probably at the top, Oliver Sawyer.
Tell you, Rob, nice crowd here in Oxford for opening night. These stands are full. A lot of black and orange in the stands from both schools, both being black and orange.
That's right. I was going to say both of them bear the same colors. Here's the kickoff. And it's driven deep, and it's going to be taken by Stewart. And Stewart's got to go right up the field. And Cam Stewart's on his feet and makes it up to about the 30-yard line. Was immediately wrestled to the ground and brought down there. Brought down right there by Melendez, number 2, once again on the tackle.
Better run by Cam Stewart, like the north-south, ran into the back of his own guy, but a much more positive gain and start at the 25. But you're right, Rob, back to what you said. Here's the first test. Let's see what they do with it.
Okay, so Spartans, they're going to kick it again, and I don't know why. I don't know why they're going to kick it. Offsides, maybe? I didn't even see. Oh, there's the flag back here. I didn't even see it. So flag on the play back here, and it's got to be offsides, guys. So as a result of that, they're moving back 5 yards. That's right. And they're going to kick it again.
Good opportunity. Hopefully Uxbridge can improve upon what I think we're there, 25?
Yep. That's right. So let's see if the Spartans can improve. You're right, Mark. See if they can improve on that field position. And make sure these Spartans up front know that.
Yeah, maybe watch out for that onside.
Look at the Spartan front line actually standing in Pirate territory on the 45-yard line. That's incredible.
This is a good opportunity for Uxbridge, and you got to take advantage of any opportunity you can get.
Okay, so the toe is into the ball, and it's a squib kick, and it's going to be
Nice
taken
bounce.
by an outback Stewart. Stewart's going to be on his feet, and he's already much better than before, as he's all the way up to about the 38, 39-yard line before he's wrestled to the ground right there, brought down by number 40. Renahan right there for the Pirates. So Spartans take over, 1st and 10, ball spotted, right in the middle of the field at the 38-yard line of their own 38-yard line.
Yeah, Renahan's another name like for Oxford, like we've been mentioning with Tom Flagg for Uxbridge.
Yeah, he's a stud linebacker and really doing a job. The other guy that's been big for them, we'll get right after this play, as Taparowski turns hands off. That's Stewart on his feet, and Stewart drives forward for about, I'm going to have to give him 5 yards maybe.
Yeah, it's a nice run.
He's all the way up to the 44-yard line.
Yep.
I think so.
2nd and 5, according to the board.
Yeah. Boy, that's almost 6, though. You think about it, 38 to 44.
Right.
To get Jody DeWhite to take his shoes off and do some math for me, but that sounds like 6 to me. But anyway. Okay, now Stewart goes in motion and sets up as a handoff right up the middle, and I think this is younger
push.
Stewart. No, it's not.
Give him that forward progress.
I'm not sure who ran the ball because that wasn't Stewart or Stewart. So I need to get the number of the Spartan who ran that ball.
36 came by and tapped off on Taparowski.
So it might have been, you know what, might have been, I'm sorry, you're right. So it was 36 in motion, not Stewart, so that was Jared Stewart on the tackle. 1st down, Spartans. Ball just shy of the midfield stripe at the 48-yard line, far hash. And the Spartans break again with that tight formation. With 3 backs in the backfield and Taparowski under center. And he turns hands off to the first back through, and he moves that pile. And look at him plow forward as he's all the way inside the 40-yard line, down to about the 38-yard line. Spartans pick up another 1st down, and you're talking about smash mouth football, Mark Gallagher. That's what we're seeing right now.
And you're talking about answering what could have been an adverse situation after, Oxford tying up this game. I love it. Back-to-back 1st down, and I love the way Jared Stewart was in 4-wheel drive right there, plowing like he was driving that truck down Hunter Ave.
And he did, and I'll tell you right now, you're absolutely was running downhill, carrying the pile with him. They jumped, and the Spartans are going to get a free 5. That's going to end up with a 1st and 5. As the Pirates a little anxious there, anticipated the snap count. Taparowski and the rest of the Spartans held their position.
Yeah, then this is what Oxford does not want is killing that momentum that they had, that they've cultivated in this second half.
Right, absolutely right. So 1st and 5, and that ball is now going to move all the way to the 38-yard line.
This drive has been impressive so far. It's still early into it, but I like what I see. I like the answer.
No, 33-yard line, that's right. Not 38, 33.
Oh, nice
Here's
read.
Stewart to the outside.
Oh.
And Stewart breaks forward but dives, and he's going to be awfully close to the 1st down if he didn't get it. I think he did get it.
Well, that kid's hurt that made the tackle.
Yeah,
looks like number 76, I think.
He's up.
Schultz, he made a nice shoestring tackle and paid the price a little for it. Or Cam Stewart was gone there.
No, that was Menendez. That's number 2 who's coming off the field. And I'll tell you, he's a huge defensive asset for them. So Spartans may catch a break with that young man off the field. What a great game he's had. Glad to see that he's okay and able to get off on his own. As the Spartans go to the near side. And Cam Stewart keeps that pile moving forward. And you notice this drive, Mark Gallagher, Spartans have done it all on the ground.
Yeah, Mick, we mentioned it earlier, keep them off balance. That's what the coaches want to do, is you have another Pirate up and hobbling, walking it off. And that's Parmenter. They don't need him to be hurt.
That's 24. As Melendez comes back in, number 2, 1 play off.
Cam Stewart doing a nice job, Rob, following his blockers and seeing those holes and shooting those gaps. 2 nice runs.
And who's he running behind? Big number 56. Turns hands off. This is Jared Stewart, and Jared's going to make a yard, maybe 2. And they're going to be shy of the 1st down, I believe.
Yeah, 76 in there again early. Nate Schultz for Oxford slowed down Jared Stewart and maybe picked up, what'd you say, 1 or 2?
Yeah. It's going to be third and one at the 19-yard line. They got to get to the 18 for the 1st down.
4 down territory, so you got 2 plays to get that yard.
Oh, absolutely. They're not going to tie ball game with 1:40 in the 3rd quarter. Absolutely. They take turns, handoff. Here's Stewart. He's
Push
gonna
him
be able to
forward.
forward.
Give him
and
that forward progress.
We're going to see. I believe he got it. I believe he got it. We're going to look at this lineman from the near side and see where he's going to spot that ball. And the referee immediately points first down.
Yep.
So the Spartan drive continues. And you're right, Mark Gallagher, the poise, the composure to step up and come right back and answer the Pirates.
Yeah, that's you mentioned it earlier, Rob, too, about being impressed by that and that coaching staff and how that trickles down into those players and getting everybody to buy into the same system.
Right. So I'll tell you right now, Coach Michael Adams for the Pirates has seen his team in need of a blow here, and he's going to call timeout and has.
Well, that won't hurt them. You got another quarter to go, and again, I believe actually, Rob, I heard last week it's 5 timeouts.
It is 5 timeouts, okay?
Not including TV timeouts.
Yeah, right. So Kyle Racine, the captain, over to confer with his coach, and now heads back to the defensive huddle as the Spartans break their offensive huddle and head up to the line of scrimmage. Taparowski, as the Spartans are in that tight set, three backs in the backfield. Taparowski under center, takes turns, hands off to Cam Stewart on the outside, and Stewart wrestles for about 4 or 5. Boy, it looked like there was a bigger hole there, didn't it?
Yeah, he's. I'll tell you what. When he starts to get those north-south shoes going, he had a nice little cutout to the side, but not before he picked up 3 or 4 yards. So he's doing a nice job of following his blockers, finding what room he has, and making the most of it.
Okay.
You mentioned it. All on the ground in this drive.
Right. Same formation. The Spartans are either in that double wide, that double slot, or this tight formation. And they take turn. Here's the pitch back. Trying the right side. On the speed of Stewart.
Oh!
And Stewart breaks through, and he's all the way down inside the 10. And going to be awfully close to the Spartan first down, as they only needed to get to the 9. We're going to see, and he does. He spots it first down. So the Spartan drive continues all on the ground as the referee, whose name we did not get, did we?
No, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so as the, and I think the first quarter is going to elapse here, guys. We're 23 seconds, 22.
They're going to get a playoff.
I don't know if I can.
32 to the 9-yard line.
Taparowski on the way of that clock, take turns, hands off, and here's Stewart.
Follow his brother, that's great.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, touchdown Spartans. Cam Stewart gets into the end zone, and the Uxbridge Spartans vault right back into the lead. Great job, Mark Gallagher.
The law firm of Stewart and Stewart, as he followed his older brother Jared, number 30. You'll see that on your TV at home. Watch number 30 clear that path for him. Younger brother Cam buzzes right through for a score just 9 seconds before the end of the third. You talk about answering adversity, Rob. There's our answer right there.
Absolutely, and I got to tell you, I'm very impressed with the Spartan offensive line because they opened holes on the right side and on that play, the left side. Both sides got the job done.
All on the ground. All on the ground.
That's right. Okay, so here's Cam Stewart going to try a hold out of, going to try an extra point, out of the hold of number 11,
Mitch
who is
Page.
Mitch Page.
And movement. Now let's see if they go to a 2-point conversion with that penalty.
So they're going to move him back, and they're going to move him back 5 yards.
Remember the first time they went for the extra point kick, it was blocked, came back on their second score in the first half, Rob, and went with the 2-point conversion. And they're still going with that kick.
And just remember, Mitch Page is the backup quarterback, as we saw on the fake field goal. Snap, ball down. Kick is blocked again. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. That's right. Just down the ball. That's it.
Yeah, I don't think he's just getting the elevation,
No,
Rob,
that's right.
off that.
He's driving it right into the line. That's right. Okay, so as the teams come back upfield, the Uxbridge Spartans have answered and take the lead now 20-14 with 9.1 seconds remaining in the third quarter. So the Spartans, great job, Mark. Offensively, they got to get that momentum going defensively as well.
I was just going to say, it took my same point exactly. We just saw what the offense did. Now it's the defense's turn to come back and hopefully a 3-and-out or get that offense back on the field as quickly as possible.
And the other thing that the Spartans did very impressively, frankly, as a result initially of the offsides on the kickoff, was turn that field position game around. Because of the way it was, the Spartans were getting pinned deep every single time. Second touchdown for the Pirates, and then the offside on the kickoff started to tip that the other direction. Spartans drive. So let's see, they started on the 38-yard line.
Right,
so
yeah.
that's a
62.
62-yard touchdown drive, all on the ground, Mark Gallagher.
And you look and you talk about the Achilles heel so far for the Pirates has been mistakes.
Right.
Turnovers have killed 2-3 big drives.
Twice.
That penalty on the kickoff gave Uxbridge another 15 yards of field position and ended in a scoring drive. So they need to cut down on their mistakes. But it's still a 6-point game, one possession.
And once again, Coach A-Team keeping the defense of the Pirates off balance by going all to the run,
Right.
where they scored the second touchdown all in the air. Okay, the kick is going to be taken.
All right,
it's going
there
to
we
bounce
go.
all the way through, and they're going to let it go back for a touchback. So, fortunately, that wasn't touched by any of the Pirates. Fortunately for them.
Right.
Unfortunately for the Spartans, that would have been nice if he had to run that out from way back there.
Well, those low-line drives, those worm burners we've seen from Cam Stewart have paid off big dividends as probably 8 out of 10, 8 out of 12, whatever the possessions have been deep in Pirate territory.
Okay, so 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line, from the Pirates from their own 20-yard line. And 9.1 seconds remaining here in the third quarter.
That Uxbridge secondary, Rob, we need for them to look to tighten up those gaps that Tremblay took advantage of as we saw that last score possession for them, and also the tackling. Get that tackling back in.
Good sign is that Jake Tapp's back at safety. As Tremblay's back, he slips, he's going to fire long and deep,
Gotta
and he's
pick
got a
that
man. And they're up for grabs, and a great defensive play by both Stewart and Sawyer's also there, and number 10 for the Spartans, Mark Gallagher. Whitlock doing a great job defensively. So once again, he threw into tight coverage, trying to get the ball in there to I think that was Parmentier.
24?
Yeah, Parmentier.
Geez, Rob, that you had 3 Spartans there.
Yeah.
You'd love to see they've had 2 or 3 good opportunities to really catch that ball and pick it off.
Right.
That'll come, though, I think, as we get into deeper into the schedule.
Okay, so as we get what we believe will be the last play of the third quarter, 0.8 seconds remain, and Parmentier stands in the shotgun, takes a snap, and he's going to run up the middle, and he's able to dart and get around first, but boy, he got popped, and when he eventually did get hit, you could hear that all the way up here. Great hit by the Spartans. I'm not sure who came up and laid that on him, but it was impressive. So
That's the end of the third quarter.
at the end of 3, we've reached the end of the third quarter. The Uxbridge Spartans lead the Oxford Pirates 20-14. Mark Gallagher, Spartans answered. Let's see if they can keep it going defensively.
Yeah, I like the way that they Tremblay did a nice job faking that 5-step or 3-step drop and then taking it up the middle. Uxbridge right there to converge on them. This is definitely versus a year ago when Uxbridge was tearing the Pirates apart at 41-7. A whole different game, and we've impressed upon it all night long, right from the pregame, Rob, that both these teams are young. Both these teams with relatively new staffs and new faces as far as coaches and players go, and this is a ball game.
Right. Hey, we want to remind you guys as we have a break here in the game that as this game's going to be aired on TV, we will be inching closer to the home opener, which is going to be next Saturday at 1 o'clock as the Uxbridge Spartans host who, Mark Gallagher?
Southbridge.
Okay, the Southbridge Pioneers, maybe? Is that right?
So.
Wow, that's not bad. I pulled that out of my memory. Wow. Southbridge Pioneers. And it'll, of course, be the inaugural game at the new Uxbridge field at the new Uxbridge High School. So an exciting opportunity for you to get out, support your Spartans, and see that beautiful facility and see that beautiful field for the first time.
And just remember, if you can't be an athlete, you can always be an athletic supporter.
All right.
That sounds like something from Maine.
Yeah, it does. Absolutely. Yeah. We know a referee coach who might say a few of those kind of things.
Yeah?
Yeah. Okay. So Spartans on defense, and here we are. It's 3rd and 7 from the 23-yard line. Parmentier takes a snap. Big play right now for the defense. He's going to take fire to the near side, and nobody home.
Boy.
And all of a sudden, the Spartan momentum defensively seems to have shifted back to their favor as they're able to hold the Pirates to a 3-and-out, and they're going to have to punt. And dropping deep for the Spartans is Rashani Gallagher and
Mitch Page.
Mitch Page, number 11. Yes, thank you.
Yeah, that's a few times we've seen Tremblay and even Taporowski come up short. You don't know if there's a miscommunication on the routes and the way they're running, and they're supposed to be coming back, but that's a number of short passes for Tremblay.
Okay, so as the Pirates get rid of it, good snap. He's going to fake it. He's going to try to run it. Now he does kick it. Now he does kick it. And there's a ball fumbled by Page, and you better get that ball back. And he did not, as Pickett is able to recover that ball. And the Pirates are going to take over in terrific field position all the way down at the Spartan 30-yard line. What an unfortunate turn of events for the Spartans. Wow. He initially faked the punt. Why wasn't there an illegal man downfield, by the way? But anyway, he faked the punt, rolled out, and then eventually did kick the ball. And when it was kicked, unfortunately, Mitch Page tried the fair catch over his head, wasn't able to pull it in. Pickett was Johnny on the spot and recovered it.
Well, Uxbridge did a nice job of taking advantage of Pirate mistakes in the first half, and here's a chance for Oxford to do the same.
Yep. This game could come down to a 2-point conversion. As he goes in motion and takes turns, hands off right up the middle. And brought down immediately right there. I think that's going to be 78, Mark Gallagher. You've told me that name a couple of times.
76 is Ahern.
I apologize.
And then Sylvia, 36.
Thank you. Nope, Ahern right there making the tackle.
2nd and 7 of the 27.
Boy, this is a great opportunity for Oxford, and also another test for that defense we talked about before, Rob.
Right.
Stand or fall.
That's right.
From, name the band from the 80s, The Fix.
I'm in trouble if we start that kind of trivia, trust me. Okay, double wides as they split. It looks like a passing formation we're going to see as now Renahan goes in motion. Spartans jump, but able to get back, and he's popped immediately as Tremblay tried to keep the ball and plow forward.
83 piling on that tackle.
Yeah. 36 right there on the tackle.
That's Sylvia, and then you had Ian St. Pierre.
And also Jared Stewart, number 30.
Well, the Spartans were lucky in that Tremblay tripped on that.
Yeah, but they're going to say no play, and they're going to say
jumped.
Spartans offsides.
So that was a free play for Oxford.
It was free play. They're going to take the penalty and not the loss. So they're good all the way down to the 22-yard line, and they now look at 2nd and 2. Well, Tremblay stands in the shotgun formation. Now Renahan goes in motion, and he takes turns and dives to the ground, and I don't know what happened here, guys.
And that's a late flag, and it's against Oxford, and I don't know what the call is.
2 men in motion, I think. I think they're going to have illegal shift or illegal procedure, one of those two.
So here you had Oxford taking advantage of 2 big mistakes, the missed return and then that penalty to give him 2nd and 2, only handing it right back.
Right.
Well, there's the call.
Yeah, so they're going to decline it.
3rd and 5,
Yeah.
maybe 6.
There were 2 of them. Like, there were 2 penalties, and that's what it was. I think it was 2 men in motion, which is an illegal shift, and that's what they called. So now it's 3rd and 5. As Renahan comes in motion again, he takes turns.
Get over there.
And Tremblay throws it to the outside. Got to make a tackle, and he misses it. And he's on his feet and driving for the first down, and then many, many more. As he's going to be down inside the 10-yard line, and this is going to be a 1st and goal.
Yeah, once again, Uxbridge not taking advantage of being able to wrap up a man either at the line of scrimmage or behind the line of scrimmage, and that's just poor tackling right there. And unfortunately, he leads you right, Rob. 1st and goal. Big mistakes for Uxbridge, giving the Pirates a huge opportunity here.
Yep, Pickett splits to the top of that screen, that same receiver who just made that reception. I'll tell you, he did a great job. He's going to try it again. No, Tremblay's going to tuck it and try to go right up the middle and doesn't get much. A yard, maybe 2. Brought down there by number 10 for the Spartans.
Whitlock.
And also flag number 56.
And St. Pierre in there, 52, yeah.
Picks up a yard, maybe. No, they're going to give him 4. He's all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Aha. You got yelled at.
Not the first nor the last, trust me. Okay, so 2nd and goal from the 5-yard line. with 8 minutes and 11 seconds remaining in this game as Tremblay heads back into the huddle. And the Pirates break the huddle and head up to the line of scrimmage.
Second and goal.
Double slot formation as Tremblay's back. Gonna fire to the near side.
Nice
and a
job.
great defensive play. As it's broken up over there, and I think that was Sawyer.
Sawyer makes amends for that missed tackle.
Yeah.
That's a huge play right there. 3rd and goal.
That was great coverage. Sawyer came up, got a big hand in there, knocked that ball out. Receiver never had a chance. Great defense by him.
2 more times, Rob. 2 more times.
3rd and goal is right. Yeah, you're right. This has got to be 4 down. Unless they have a field goal kicker, we don't know if they do. Because they haven't tried to kick anything yet.
Brad Kuchar, that's who I was thinking of.
Brad Kuchar.
One of the best field goal kickers, best kicker in Uxbridge in the last 10 years.
Yeah, I was struggling to get Tyler Whitaker. Okay. Now Reinhardt comes in motion. He takes turns.
He's got it
gonna
himself.
Keep it behind it as he's going to move forward. Tremblay driving to the goal line, and he's going to be pushed back. And he did not break the plane of the goal line.
Boy, that was
close. It's going to be
close.
4th down, and they're going to mark this ball at the 1 yard line. Wow.
I think we're going to see some tackling drills in practice for Uxbridge because once again, Tremblay had a few Spartans had their hands on him in the backfield. But nice job setting up that wall at the 1 yard line. So here we go.
Okay, so here we go. 4th and 1. And what we're going to see, folks, what we hope is the Spartan defensive play of the game right here, because we need the Spartans to bow their back and hold.
Timeout.
And they're going to be timeout Oxford. And Oxford's going to wisely take a timeout. And, you know, Mark, this is the play of the game defensively right now for the Spartans. If they hold, it makes a huge difference. If they don't, then the game is tied in an extra point conversion away from a Pirate lead.
Yeah, and if they don't, which obviously you want as an Uxbridge fan, now you've also got 99 yards to go.
That's all right. I'll take that.
99 yards versus another 6 points for Oxford, absolutely.
Take that any day. The Spartans across that defensive line have to do a job there. Mark Gallagher. And the Pirates break the line of scrimmage and head up there. Once again, Tremblay stands in the shotgun formation. He's going to keep it, and he tries the right side, and he's down, and he did not make the end zone. He did not make the end zone. And there is the Spartan defensive play of the game, right there, as the Spartans bow their back and hold the Pirates quarterback Tremblay out of the end zone and take over 1st and 10 on their own 1 yard line. And wow, Mark Gallagher, huge defensive stand.
Was that number 72, Hunter Walker?
Yes, it was.
Now turnover.
Nice job.
Possession, 1st and 10 on the 1
Flag
yard
was
line.
there. Cam Stewart came up and led the charge, and filled in at the end. And I'll tell you, you knew Tremblay was going to do it. The only question is which side. He tried the left side of the offensive line, the right side of the Spartan defense, and he got nothing.
Uxbridge, if they can get out of this red zone pretty darn quick, there's a nice play by Tapp.
And Taparowski is out of it. Taparowski is up to almost around the 10 yard line on a keeper, and a nice play by Jake Tapp right there.
A key to Uxbridge, Rob, if they can eat up this, not only the yardage they need for another score, but eat up that clock, that would be key. Get that 2-possession lead.
We're under 7 minutes. As Mr. Referee, you're right. Wind the clock, please. And it's running as the Spartans break the huddle, and it is 2nd and, I'd say, 4. Taparowski takes turns.
Get outside.
Stewart. Get to the outside is right, and Stewart plows up, and he's all the way up to about the 15-yard line. Ball comes out, but he was down, and they're going to spot that ball at the 15-yard line, and that is
They're giving it to
enough
him.
for a 1st down. Oh, absolutely. That's a 1st down.
Nice run by Cam Stewart. Still like to see him turn upfield a little bit quicker, but they got that 1st down, and that's key, Rob, because they're out of that danger zone.
Absolutely, and more importantly, it goes tick, tick, tick. Let's let that clock continue to run down.
Well, we saw the Uxbridge offense respond last possession, Rob, and this would be a big blow to Oxford if they can continue to move this ball and move that clock.
Okay, Jake Tapp now under that tight formation steps up under center and takes turns and hands off. And this is Stewart. Stewart's going to try the middle, and that pile plows forward for 2, maybe 3. But equally as important, that clock continues to run as we're under 6 minutes.
Yeah, and we're on, at least the 14th straight running play as well.
Yeah. Jeff Stewart doing a great job. And 14 seems to be the magic number because the ball is spotted. No, I'm sorry, that's at about the 17-yard line. My apologies.
2nd and 8 on the 17-yard line.
The 2-yard gain, 2nd and 8, ball spotted at the near half, 17-yard line. Tight formation as Taparowski stands up under center with Stewart blown back behind him. And he's going to take turn, and Taparowski's going to keep it. And he's going to come around the side. And Taparowski's on his feet.
Nice.
Takes a tackle or two. And Jake Taparowski's going to be up and awfully close to the first down as he broke the 20-yard line, but needed the 25-yard line. So I think he's going to be, did he get the first? They're going to see where they spot the ball. Barry Giles points that there's a first down. And there it is right there. You're right. First down as they move the chains. Mark Gallagher.
Did you see Taparowski grab Nick Petrillo and pull him in front of him so he could follow that block? So that's just nice leadership from the junior right there.
Yeah, but Nick doing a great job in front because not only was Nick in front, he did the job and made the block that gave Tap the 7 or 8 yards he needed for that first down. Wow.
That first down is key, Rob, because you're guaranteed to eat up at least another 90 seconds of clock.
Okay, so Taparowski takes turns, hands off near side.
Nice hole.
And here's Cam Stewart as Cam Stewart plows forward. Double arms, wrapping that ball up to make sure there's no issue with that. And now he's up to about the 33, 34 probably.
And staying in bounds.
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely, guys. And you know, running the ball runs the clock, staying in bounds runs the clock. The only time the clock's going to stop now is when they move the chains, which is not a bad thing right now.
Well, if you're Coach Mike Adams for Oxford, you got to start thinking about using those, multi-timeouts that you do have in your back pocket. You will get another one at the 2-minute warning.
Do they have a 2-minute warning? I didn't think they did in high school. I don't think they do. I just think that was a timeout. Take turn, handoff, second back through. This is big Jared Stewart, and he puts his head down and plows forward. And look at Jared plow for about a 12-yard run up to about the 42 or 43. First down, Uxbridge. Move the chains. That's impressive right there. Great running by the big back.
That is old-style football, Rob. 2 hands on the ball, his head down, and his legs in constant motion. And when you get a low to the, a big block body like his and low to the ground, nothing but gravity behind him. He had to pick up 3 extra yards with 3 Pirates on top of him.
I got to tell you guys, we're seeing some terrific offensive plays. We saw the defensive play a couple of minutes ago, and some of the offensive plays you're seeing now could easily qualify. All of these first down runs are huge as that clock now becomes the enemy of the Pirates and the friend of the Spartans as it whittles down. And we're going to have potentially a delay of game. Yes, we are.
Ooh,
delay of game against the Spartans. And Jake Tapp's not happy. Jake Tapp.
Boy, that's the first time we've seen that. It didn't seem like any extra time versus any other series, Rob.
Yep. So the clock stops on the penalty with 3:03 remaining. And the Spartans break the huddle.
Take that penalty in stride and just keep working forward.
Okay, so 1st and 15 now from the 37-yard line.
1st and 15 on the 37-yard line.
Sounds
Is there
familiar.
an echo in here? Right. Takes turns, hands off to the near side. A yard, maybe 2, before he's brought down. I think that's Cam Stewart. Nope, that was Jared. My apologies. Big number 30 getting up from the bottom of that pile.
David Burley for the Pirates making that stop almost after the line of scrimmage.
Yep. And that Palmetier, number 24, still hobbled out there. And boy, I'll tell you, he's been on every single play too as well.
Uxbridge staying out of the air and keeping with that ground attack.
Right. Okay, Taparowski pitches it back. This is Cam Stewart. And he's nailed in the backfield. And
That's the risk you run, Rob, with that pitch. You start yourself already in the hole a few extra yards, pitching it back like that, and the Pirates took advantage of it.
They also take advantage of the clock, and they stop it with 2:22. 2:22 remains here in the first half. I'm sorry, in the fourth quarter, in the game, as the Oxford Pirates are going to take advantage of that, pinning the Spartans back on what's a 3rd and 14 now. Scoreboard says 2nd, but it is 3rd.
Yeah.
3rd down, and the Spartans are all the way back, and they've got 14. It's more than 14.
I was going to say, it almost
oh
looks
my
about
gosh.
24.
No, it's Yeah, I'm going to
Got
say
your other
18 or
marker,
19. Yeah, I'm going to say 18 or 19. Yeah.
Well, that penalty, Rob, came back
Yeah.
to haunt him, and then, of course, that nice defensive play by
Right.
Oxford, and boom, you're all of a sudden in a little bit of trouble with plenty of time on the clock. Should this go Oxford's way?
Well, and the other thing you got to remember, guys, is you're Coach Bob Martillo. You're in that huddle right now with Coach Stewart. You're telling your guys not only the play, but you're also telling them what we told you before. Be composed, guys. Keep your cool. Run your play. Make your block. Don't start worrying about how many yards we got. Just do your job, and the play will develop as it develops.
That's the key, I think, right statement right there, Rob, is do your job. And if each one of the Spartans does that, they're right on track. Not that they're off track now. A couple little missteps here. A long third down. It's got to be 3rd and 20.
Okay, well, we saw the defensive play of the game a couple of minutes ago, and this may well be the offensive play
Correct.
of the game, especially if this is a first down. I'm going to give it to that if they get this third down, as it's 3rd and 19. And now we're going to get 5 yards. We're going to get 5 of it back right there.
It's going to be interesting if they're going to go with the motion or they're going to go with the offside. If he,
The motion was allowed to go.
This is a big call.
He comes near us. He's going to call illegal procedure against the Spartans. And that offensive play just got 5 yards longer. It is now 3rd and 24. And this ball is all the way back now at the 33-yard line. Spartans need to get to the Pirate 47-yard line for a first down.
Well, this could be the end of the consecutive run game streak, Rob. And if I'm Oxford, I'm planning on that too. But they're up pretty tight.
3rd and 24. The 20
You could send somebody on a fly.
He's going to try to run the clock, and he does. And here he is right at the middle, and he plows forward and keeps it going. And he's up to about the 37, 38-yard line. So he probably picked up
Okay, who called the timeout?
5,
That clock
6, 7
stopped.
yards, because I think the Pirates did. The Pirates, I believe, have called timeout with 2 minutes and 18 seconds remaining here in the game.
Oh, boy. Oxford's making this an interesting game.
Wow.
It was a couple miscues.
Yep. We're in another grinder. That's what we call these games. We're grinding this out. We hope the Spartans can do it. And are confident, by the way, that they will.
35-yard line.
Coach DeVoe out there talking to the officials as well, making sure he knows where the ball is, where
He's asking
they're
for
going to punt
time.
that,
Yep.
right? And what we got for time. It is the clock official and all that.
Well, Jared Stewart has done a nice job punting tonight, Rob, and if he can set them deep in their territory and that Uxbridge defense can come make another stand, yet another stand, they should be in good shape.
Well, they are definitely going to put this on the defense. They're definitely going to put this on the defense to win the game. So let's hope that they can do it.
Well, one thing we will have at that new field in Uxbridge, Rob, is a scoreboard that will tell us how many timeouts are left.
Yep. It'll be nice. I think it'll be nice to do a game where we can sit in the press box and actually see the scoreboard.
Without the,
But it's not angled,
without
away
reflecting
from us.
the sun.
Yeah, it's not angled away from us. But anyway, days gone by, that's for sure. As there's the snap. And he gets off a short kick.
It's high.
High kick.
Could hit some.
It could hit
Ooh.
somebody. Fair catch going to be taken. And it's going to be taken at the 40-yard line. So the task for the Pirates is to drive 60 yards in 2 minutes and 10 seconds. So we'll see what the Spartans have to say about that. Hopefully, Mark Gallagher, they're going to have one more defensive stand in them.
If they can shore up that tackling, what Oxford has had success with tonight, Rob, has been that underneath seam pass between the between the linebackers and that sideline pass.
Yep.
Uxbridge can't afford to get somebody behind them, and they need to. When you have that opportunity to wrap somebody up, they need to finish the job.
Yep, Tremblay, you know, is going to be throwing here. Out of the shotgun formation, single back. They take turns, boy. They jump and they get away with it. Tremblay throws to the near side, and it is caught but out of bounds. No, sorry, caught on the ground, not out of bounds. Clock continues to run as we're under 2 minutes. And there is not a 2-minute warning in this game. There's a timeout called, but there's not a 2-minute warning in high school football. Coach Nye has taught me that years ago.
They just warn them it's 2, it's not a tag.
Yeah, but the Pirates have called timeout. So it just happens to coincide with a minute 59 left.
Again, Uxbridge in that prevent defense. You saw that receiver for Oxford had plenty of space, and Tremblay did a nice job threading that ball down to him.
Right, and 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2 from the 48, as the Pirates threatened to get into Spartan territory. And Tremblay back, he's got time. He fires downfield, got a man, and the ball's up for grabs. It's intercepted! Intercepted by the Uxbridge Spartans. Oliver Sawyer, big number 17, ripped the ball right out of Pickett's hands. So what a great defensive play. The Spartans have come up with. Great job by Oliver Sawyer.
And you couldn't ask that to happen to a better kid. You know, you look back at Oxford's last score, and then Oliver had a chance to make that tackle, got by him. But I'll tell you what, don't get mad, get even. That's a great play by Oliver Sawyer with that pick right there. And you couldn't ask for a more timelier play.
You know, I'm confident that a great deal of his athletic prowess arose from one of his Little League coaches when he was an Alti play. But anyway.
That is under review.
Great job, Oliver. Terrific to see you out there and making that kind of a play. And now the Spartans, with 1:51, can do some serious damage to the clock. Take turn handoff right up the middle. And this is about controlling possession of the ball. I don't want them to give up any effort to do it, though, as they step forward for a yard, maybe 2. I think that was Cam Stewart. Nope, it was Jared.
Yeah, I was just going to say, you want a ball in a fullback like Jared Stewart. He's got both arms wrapped around that, because you know they're going to be punching at it.
Right.
Trying to get that turnover. This has to be, if not the last, certainly one of the last timeouts for Oxford.
They get 48 of them. I don't know why you think it's 5. I don't know why.
Worse than the NBA.
There's never too many timeouts. Never. I don't think anybody's ever used them all.
Again, Rob, Uxbridge offense needs to be conservative here, but not to the point where you're not being making forward progress. But certainly, we don't want to see any pitch plays.
Right. Well, you know what? I think the timeouts, by the way, I think not only are they cumulative, if you don't use them in the first half, you can get them in the second. I think they go game to game and even year to year.
Roll over.
Yeah, so they roll over, right. So just, you know, you're a second-year coach, you get all your timeouts from last year you didn't use.
Like my vacation time.
Yeah. Wait, you're employed? Okay, so Spartans huddle up. Minute 46. And the Spartans break the huddle and head up in that tight formation as Jake Taparowski's going to step under center with an I formation behind him of Stewart and Stewart. And he takes turns, hands off. No, he's sacked in the backfield.
Jeez, what are you doing?
Wow,
Let's go, guys.
Jake Taparowski sacked, and that clock's going to run now. 35-4.
Okay, all of a sudden it's 3rd down and 15-14.
Yep. Now the Spartans need to not be in a hurry here on the clock, but also cannot afford that penalty. So 1:20 remains, and what they may do is let it run all the way down and take a timeout. That's what they may do. And we're going to see 12, minute 11, 10. So we're going to be under a minute at the end of this play, hopefully. He takes turns, hands off to the near side, and here comes Stewart. He runs to the outside, puts his head down, and gets a yard, maybe 2, 3, as he's back to the original line of scrimmage. And it's going to be 3rd and... fourth and 10.
Yeah.
4th and 11. And the clock's running under a minute. 48, 45.
Yeah, you're right. He's
44.
talking to the ref. He's just waiting to see if he gets down to about 2, and he'll call that timeout.
39-38. Junior captain, quarterback Jake Taparowski stands next to the official, and he's going to call timeout as we're at 30 seconds. 29-28. Spartan lead is 20-14. And when there's 20.6 seconds remaining, the Uxbridge Spartans call timeout, whistle is blown, and we're at 4th down. Pirates need a miracle. Spartans need to do their job. Just get a good kickoff. Get the kickoff.
Send them deep in their territory, and everybody stay in their lane as far as that special teams go. You don't want to run back here.
No, they got to punch it away. You don't want to give them the ball right here.
Boy, this has been an excellent high school football game.
Yeah,
now.
I really agree. I think it's been really good. But for the announcing, I think it's been terrific. You know.
Fortunately for those that we know in Uxbridge, we'll be DVRing this.
Yeah.
You are able to fast forward or turn down the
exactly.
sound.
Yeah, that's right. And we also haven't gotten any good Brookside stuff in either. So I mean, I guess we ran out of time. But maybe that's what Inside the 20 is for. But anyway, Coach Bob Martilio keeping his troops up, heads up, everybody positive, and we're going to see if it can pay off right now. I think he's got a picture of Virginia O'Hara over there on the sideline.
Yeah, somebody must have tipped him off.
They're going to kick, and it's a good snap.
And they come. Nice job.
And he got it off. And that ball's going to roll and go out of bounds, and it's going to step out of bounds at about the 34-yard line.
You got 13.5 seconds, so you're looking at probably 2 plays.
Right. And you're looking at drop back and throw it as deep as you can, twice. So here's the scene, folks. 13.5 seconds. Uxbridge leads by 6, 20-14, over the host Oxford Pirates as we get ready. For the Spartans to make their last and final defensive stand.
Yeah, and it's 1st and 10 at their own
34-yard
line.
That's right. Yep, ball spotted at the middle of the field at the Pirate 34-yard line. So that means, Mark Gallagher, that they have 66 yards to go. Right?
7 years of college was not wasted on you, Rob.
Yep.
But we'll go back to, you said it earlier, that this game was a game of several key plays, both on offense and defense. And this second half, Uxbridge was challenged. Oxford had some big plays, but both teams, I thought, rose to the challenge tonight, Rob.
Yep, Tremblay going to get into the huddle, and now they break the huddle. And the Spartans are going to have 3 guys playing center field, playing deep safety. You can't give them too much. Watch for that hook and ladder stuff, you know. And they're going to try to get a catch and get out of bounds. As Tremblay rolls to the near side. Get him! Got him! And they got him! And they got to tackle him. But there's 7, 8. Now 5, 4, 3, 2. That's the end of the game right there, guys. And the Uxbridge Spartans have beaten the Oxford Pirates. One final play, one final gasp results in a sack. And the Uxbridge Spartans have eked out a victory 20-14 over the Pirates. Mark Gallagher, your post-game thoughts.
I'll tell you what, I think that last play right there where you had Nicky Petrillo, number 53, whose name we mentioned more than a few times tonight, that Uxbridge, despite having several either miscues or opportunities that didn't go their way, stood the challenge. Right. Came back, persevered. We'd said it from the get-go that this was going to be a new year for them, a lot of new faces. It was going to be a challenge, but not once, not one time, Rob, did we see anybody hanging their heads, dragging off the field. I thought I give a whole lot of credit to the coaching staff, but mostly to the kids, the way they persevered tonight. And that goes for both teams. I thought Oxford played a heck of a game, especially for a team coming off a 1-10 season. And but a lot of credit to Uxbridge tonight. That was an impressive performance by these kids.
I agree. 2 young coaching staffs, 2 young teams, and Bob Martilio, first regular season game, chalks up his first victory. So we're going to say so long here from Pirate Field, and remind you that next Saturday, which is the 21st, the Uxbridge Spartans host their opening day game against the Southbridge Pioneers. So for Barry Giles and all of Uxbridge Community Television and all the wonderful people who make that happen, Mark Gallagher, this is Rob Finnegan saying so long from Pirate Field at Oxford High School, where the Uxbridge Spartans have defeated the Oxford Pirates 20-14. See you next time, folks.